forward button, and we're free to
Alright.
go.
Oh, we also found out that Casco basically teleports you to different states.
From distant Cascos, right?
No wonder those people were breaking into Casco. They had somewhere else to be, and they didn't want to pay the fare travel for it.
Honestly, I get it.
I get it. I'd do the same thing too.
Oh, and then Zaxxas dropped acid in public.
That was pretty great.
Yeah.
He sure did.
The way he was flying.
It was
Then,
beautiful.
There was Guerin, whatever his name is, the artificer.
Yeah.
Who my first note for him is that he's an artificer. The next note is party boy.
He gets fucked.
Oh, I
up.
only have Party Boy.
He made us a shield identical to the phalanx
No
of Date.
fucking. Are you joking? The only shot he hits kills McCall.
Okay, here's what we do. We strap me to the inside of the shield, and then we give it to the people who wanted to steal the shield to begin with.
And then when they put it on their back, you immediately just punch through their heart.
Yeah. Thanks, Sean.
Okay, game plan is set.
I got
the murder shield.
No one expects the halfling in the shield.
It's the oldest trick in the book.
Especially when the shield is halfling bigger. Wait.
Halfling bigger.
I'm ready. Go.
Alright, is anybody not ready? If you're not at your computer, say something now.
If you're not at your computer, say something. I don't think that's how that works.
Says you. Okay, so last time we met, last week, a bunch of shit happened. Namely, you guys met the commander of Pomis's military, known as Elian Longhunter,
Oh, scary eye.
in his dim-lit room with an anti-magic zone encompassing the entirety of it. He explained some of the workings of the military and how you helped him out, paid you a little bit. How much you don't actually know, because he just took markers for military units from inside of the table and put them in a bag and gave them to you. And then he told you to prioritize protecting Barif over getting the spear back, because Barif is now in charge of Pumice. He basically turned you on your way, said that the killers mentioned that they were going to be meeting up with the people buying the shield in Serranos.
Mm-hmm.
There was no time frame. They did not have a specific location. They just said they would show up to Serranos and they would arrange a meeting. That's it. After that, you guys chilled, had a night. V caught up with you guys at the Blushing Pot bathhouse and talked to Elusive and informed them that their hairpin was not going to be a short sword, but it's a dagger, and showed them how it works. And then said, "Oh, you're going to Serranos. I can help you get there. I have a pupil in Serranos." And teleported you to meet some of your old friend Trevelyan, the gnomish wizard that set off your initial journey to rescue Unfala Lewin for the Abbey Grove, the Church of Obad High. So it's morning, and you guys just
guy in a bathrobe.
It's morning, and you guys just teleported into a dingy, kind of run-down building, presumably in Serranos. You were greeted by the cheery face and the kind of hex tech, or the steampunk-ish goggles on the little gnome's face. He goes, "Guys, I didn't expect to see you here. What's up?"
Trev!
Can't say I expected to see you here, but definitely not. Or it's definitely a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, for sure. Quick question.
Okay, possibly quick answer.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Definitely not a quick answer.
Okay, no, that's fine. I've got some time. I'm sure you guys probably don't. But
I don't know how much time we have.
No, we gotta go.
Oh,
The assassins, they're on their way.
he kind of looks around and just like looks at V terrified, and V just kind of waves his hand. He goes, I don't know you guys that well. Come on, you know better. What's really going on? I'm curious.
we somehow got wrapped up in
Divine troubles.
divine troubles and helping the military.
Dog of the
My
military.
least two favorite activities.
Yeah, I can't say I'm super fond of it, but let me tell you, we're gonna make bank.
Yeah.
You can make bank.
I mean, that's pretty nice.
Speaking of bank, where's our reward? Did you get it? Or
Yeah,
Well,
how's Onfallen doing?
Anfala's great. She should be fully recovered by now, but she's back at the Abbey if you want to go check up on her. Yeah, I got my portion of it. But the rest of it is at the Abbey because I didn't know if we'd meet up again, so I just figured
It's
you
very
guys would
valid.
probably go back. Because I mean, you guys for the 2 weeks that I was there, you guys didn't show up at Finley's house. So
Yeah, we
I just
got
kind of
sucked into the
assumed you
Feywild.
guys-
That was fun.
just kind of assumed you guys might have died. I was gonna, go back in a little bit after I was done training and collect the rest of your money if you guys didn't make it back. But I was holding out hope, and you made it. So yeah, you got like some gold over at the church place, the green church place.
Well, say no more. Also, I just want you to know, in your honor, I've modeled my spiritual weapon after you. It's
You're-
great. I got to pummel people with it.
You're what?
I get to summon a big ghost weapon, and I made it look like you.
That's so cool. Me? Why me?
You know, in your honor, your noble sacrifice. Stand
That's
back.
so sweet. So you said what you're doing, but not what you've done. What's going on? I'm curious.
Okay.
I
we
like
got
to know
stuck
things.
in the Feywilds. There's this
Ooh.
very dark, ominous bog coming to eat it all up, and
Less ooh.
And we met a god.
Do you
We met-
which? What? Huh.
Some
uh,
bear
Z-
guy feeding Mar.
The broke him.
V kind of God's stretching it a bit, but a very powerful
Guardian
entity
of the
nonetheless.
woods. Guardian of the
He's a
woods.
god,
I think
okay?
you called him.
The,
oh, I can do this,
the-
and I summon
a
Vex.
land spirit of the Fae.
Right.
And Trev looks at it and goes, "What? Oh my! That's so cool.
I know, right?
I mean,
Is that
Finley
to
had-
meeting a god, or is that to seeing Vex?
yeah, both. They're both pretty cool. Like, does it have to be one or the other? No, that's really
I mean,
cool.
that's
I've actually I have something too. Hold on one second. And he kind of rummages through his pack and then holds out a little bag and like shows you like kind of it's very dim lit, so all you can see is that it's dark inside and there's something maybe fuzzy in there. And he grabs it and throws it. And he, which one is it gonna be? And he and then a little tiny
Oh my
squirrel
God.
like pops up from the corner and runs around and just kind of like is scared until it finds
Were-
a window that it can crawl out of. He's like,
Were you
see
keeping
that?
a squirrel in a bag?
No. And he pulls it out again and throws it, and then a little monkey pops up and it just kind of walks over to him. He's like, "Hi, what's up?" And
Oh my
crawls
God,
on his shoulder.
Bag.
What the hell is going on? How many animals do you have in there?
Oh god,
Good,
it's
I
one of
mean-
those.
It's Shakira.
Not not many. I can't use it too many times per day, but you never know what you're gonna get. But they're all named Reginald.
I respect it. That's a quality name.
Oh, so Reginald and guys, I'm sorry, I don't know a whole lot of you. I can't.
Oh, we met these
It's-
chuckle fucks in the Feywild.
It's dark and you're all big, except for you. I like you. You're my size.
Hell yeah, baby.
So, how do you know V? V, how do you know these guys?
Don't we have
You just-
assassins to chase?
I mean, the assassins are gonna find you. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
That's a
right.
very valid point. Remember the part about the shield giving off the similar magic to the real thing?
Great. Oh, no, I really don't.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Just
You'll
watch out for
remember.
people dressed in cloaks.
Okay, Gob.
Oh, not me.
Look out for outfits similar to the ones the people outside of Barrows' house were wearing. How about
Yeah.
that?
I'm one of the good guys.
The good cloaks. the chaotic neutral cloaks.
The not evil cloaks.
The
Chaotic good. How dare you?
Well, regardless, yeah, Trev, I met these guys because this one, and he points to Kulon, decided to try and bust my door down, and I thought that was kind of cool, so I let him in.
I threw a seed at it.
A very strong seed.
Yeah.
he can just make seeds and flowers and shit grow out of his head.
Yeah, he can nut.
You see Trev just kind of go wide-eyed. That's so cool. How?
Trev's like
How
a
do you do-
6-year-old in a
It,
candy
like,
store.
He's already got like a notebook out and with a little quill that he's just dabbing on the tip of his tongue. Like, how do you?
Kulon does the little head shake and then the flowers and some seeds fall out.
He's scribbling furiously, looks at it and goes, "Yeah," rips it and then scribbles furiously again, and then puts his glasses on, reads it, rips it, and then scribbles furiously again.
Reads it or tries to read it.
Tries to read it.
You need some
But-
help there, bud?
No, I got it. It's fine.
Okay, okay.
Shakes hair,
Kai, I like this one.
magic.
He seems pretty nice. I like his
cool
goggles.
stuff.
If
Me
you
too,
put
they're
these two on top of each other, they make a regular human.
Hey, I resent that.
I feel like that's
He's like,
offensive.
hey, yeah, no, that's a little bit verging on racism there, Gob.
Wow,
You got
we don't
three
have one
smalls.
racist. We
You'll
have
have to
two.
forgive. You'll have to forgive her. She doesn't know very many small people.
Kulon,
I mean,
like
it's about
slimy
quality. What
more.
can I say? But anyway, so you guys haven't been super loose-lipped about what's going on in your life, but you want me to tell you about what's going on in Trev's world?
Absolutely.
Please do.
Okay, so I was chilling with Finley for about a week and a half, 2 weeks. Unfollow woke up about 4 days into that and was okay to walk around and leave after about a week. But we waited a little longer just in case. We figured it would be as good a time as any to go back to the Abbey, since no one else had found her and rescued her like we promised to. So I brought her back, and I took my fair share. Didn't steal from you guys. It's all gonna be there. And I went after that. I used some of my gold to try and find some supplies to help me learn some more wizard stuff. It's there's a lot to learn, and all of it costs money. So
Oh, it sure does.
I was
Capitalism.
was trying to haggle, and they I didn't have nearly enough for all the stuff that I wanted, but this other short asshole over here, he offered to pay for my stuff if I took a job with him. So he's been training me to do some stuff for his company. And it's just been training for about, I guess, a month now.
For his company,
With him.
you
So
work at Casco?
you're the trainee. It all makes sense now.
Yeah, I am. I guess. He leans in and goes, "Wait, he talked about me? What did he say?"
Yeah, he said he was training somebody, and then he had to meet you. All
Well-
good things. All good things.
Okay, good. You never know with him. Hell, my whole interview I was blitzed.
Oh, so he drugged you too? Or
We already have so much in common, my dude.
Yeah,
We
I
just
knew
started
dwarven
club.
alcohol. I knew dwarven brandy was supposed to be strong, but I didn't think it was that strong.
Oh, it's not.
Oh,
you
listen,
woke up in a closet and thought that a mannequin was a dead V. Don't talk about it's not strong.
It looked like V. It was designed to be him. Cold
I
and stiff like a
can't
corn.
decide my outfits if I don't know what they look like on me. What
Maybe
do you
could
want?
wear them and try it out.
That's
I
no
have-
Are you
fun.
telling me if you had vast magical abilities, you wouldn't make a mannequin of yourself to look at your outfits?
I'd rather not.
Actually, to be fair, I've never seen you change outfits. So,
Okay, yeah. You change your outfits, Mr. Fancy
That's
Pants.
too
I'm not
meta.
wasting my
Too
gold.
meta. Bring it back. Bring it back.
Take it back.
You can't talk about
Rewind.
how we're wearing the same clothes.
this is a cartoon. It's actually 7 different outfits for days of the week. They all just look the same.
This one's a slightly lighter shade of blue because I've had it longer and it's been washed more times. All right. Well, one more thing you might want to know, cause, yeah, Gob, you seemed a little interested in Finley's goings on. So she's kind of, well, not, she doesn't work with them really. Not, she doesn't worship, but like she's a correspondent. I don't know. She talks with the people at the church for Obad High, because nature people get along and stuff. So.
She's at the church.
Oh no, she's not there, but she does have a direct line to him. So.
Oh.
You know.
And Gob is very visibly disappointed.
But I mean, it's news. As she works with them, she's been kind of telling us about a little bit of the stuff that's going on.
Stuff that's going on in regards to, like, nature?
Well, I mean, you haven't heard?
No.
We've heard things, but I don't know if we've
I
heard
mean-
the same things.
The whole forest is fucked up.
Yeah,
Okay, yes, we have definitely heard.
the bog. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's a bog, but it's really dark and it's spread to about, I don't know,
Yeah,
10
that's,
miles
that's
north
the
of
bog.
That definitely sounds like the bog.
here. Okay.
Same shit happened in the Feywild, so that's probably
Very,
very
see?
not good.
That makes a lot more sense. Doesn't make it any better.
Oh,
Well,
absolutely.
it makes
not.
sense. Okay. So, so what do you guys want to do? Well, I mean, I've got a train, so but I can, probably tell you where something is.
A
If you want.
bar.
I'm kind of hungry. Oh,
Sure.
The bar and grill. Oh, there's actually a wonderful little place. I think it's kind of a chain, but it's a really nice place. It's called the Horn Pub. Have you been to it?
Shut the fuck up, Tay. Actually,
The horn pub?
yeah.
I think I've heard of it before. Can I roll a history? See if I
Do
have.
I need it like a some sort of subscription or anything?
Wait, why do they call it that?
Why did
Hold
the people in universe call it that, or why did Tay call it that? Because I
I-
can tell you why Tay called it that.
I want to know why the people in the universe call it that.
You know,
'Cause I-
we all know why Tay got it.
I sure don't.
Oh, hun.
Oh, you're so innocent.
Oh, sis.
Is he?
No. I remember that comment on it. I'm not gonna say it, but I remember.
I don't.
I know.
Okay. So where's that history roll?
Oh, you want me to? Okay, cool.
Guidance.
Yeah.
Guidance? Cool. Great. Where?
Come on, nat 20.
You can see Kai actively thinking.
Wait a
Actually-
minute.
Yeah.
Done.
Holy shit.
What'd I tell
Yeah,
you?
you know it very well because even in your hometown of Ablosos, you know that like it's this chain. It's always a really well kept place. It's a tavern. It's a restaurant. Well, kind of. It's it's got some rooms to stay in. They always have free lodging for tieflings because it was originally a safe space for tieflings.
I
Um,
remember
and
this.
Elusive, you would
explicitly.
actually probably know about this because one, you're from here, and two, you're a tiefling. So it's but Kai, you would know that it was run by some brothers. One of them did the books and wasn't really the face of the company. The other one, his name is Cass, and he's not anywhere near here, but he did like start the company. He was basically like the colonel to KFC for this little bit.
Oh my god.
And yeah, he was a tiefling that basically just started the whole process and started franchising it.
Do they
But-
have portraits of him and everyone?
Yes, they absolutely do.
Nice.
It's horn
But yeah, so you know that it's mostly its primary function was a safe space for tieflings to give them like food and lodging and a good time to hang out with each other. But it eventually became like, oh, this is a really cool place, and everyone else started going there.
Is it like a trendy Starbucks type of place? Like
No, it's more like
Seattle
fantasy
Seattle
Chili's.
coffee.
Yeah, I remember this.
Nice.
We were talking about it right
Mhm.
before we started.
Hi,
the
hi,
entire
welcome to Horn
campaign.
Pub.
No.
I just ruined Tay's surprise. When we got there, that was happening, I guarantee.
No. So, you guys want to go to Horn Pub? It's pretty good. I could actually use a Bloody Mary
Absolutely.
probably. Okay, cool. V, do you mind? Never gonna turn down a drinking establishment. Let's go. And he leads you down the he leads you down the streets, and you find out that you're kind of tucked back in here, like tucked back in one of these buildings over here by
You're
the
in
wall.
the wrong layer.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I sure are.
God, please come to the material plane.
Like in one of these buildings back here.
That's where
And,
we are now.
Yes, and he walks you all the way over to right over here.
So we're like right near the Grove Abbey.
Yeah, and he goes, "Oh, look, there it is," and he points to the like advertising sign, like the wooden carving that's kind of dangling from a street sign.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sonic, do you get it now, or are you still?
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, that sign is immaculate.
Yeah, it looks like it's really well designed. It's pretty snazzy. Just kind of like
It's really like, I don't know the word, chic, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
that's classy.
yeah.
Like that's something I'd show my mom.
I'm just gonna let you guys have access to that.
Thank you.
Yeah, no,
Keeping it.
I don't know. It's good enough to to put on every continent. So I guess it's good enough to show your mom too. So I'm hungry. Let's get some breakfast. And he cracks his knuckles and throws his head around, and then he busts open the door. And sure enough, whenever you guys walk in,
I wouldn't be ashamed to be caught browsing this establishment.
I hesitate before she
Hey,
walks
Sean,
in.
what are you doing? Nothing. I'm just drinking.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna. I've been here before, right?
Yeah,
Must-
you have.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk in. I'm gonna go up to the counter. I'm gonna smack like 1 gold piece on the counter, and I'm gonna say, "Wedges."
The wedges.
We've already established the wedges here.
I'm
I
gonna go
see.
sit down in like a familiar spot.
Yeah,
I'm
and
following elusive.
sure enough, the like the human that's behind the counter, is it's like, oh, hey, Elusive, what's up? Welcome back. It's been a while. Yeah, we got 1 wedges. And just kind of like points at your friends, like, what do your friends want?
Meat.
You know, you've kept ordering
Yeah,
these
I-
wedges, and I've yet to try them.
Got like a salad.
Fermented
leafy
grapes.
Is that cannibalism?
Just
What?
A salad.
Yeah, I mean, you are plant people.
I'm not made of plants.
So wait, hold on. What's everyone's order?
Meat.
I'll take 1 wedge, 1 order of wedges, and can I get a glass of water with a lemon in it? Not a whole lemon, just a slice.
I make that
And-
2 wedges, some rabbit food, and some meat. Let's go. Make it pronto.
bottle of wine. That's my dinner.
Bottle.
Oh, it's breakfast.
It's
It's breakfast.
Bottle of wine's breakfast, lunch, and dinner, Sonic.
And we got
I
a
want-
tired mom. Let's bring it out, please.
I want something
Tired
crunchy.
And 1 fantasy Xanax, please.
This this is
Fermented
elusive. This is elusive walking back into Serranos.
Yeah.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
But yeah, you so you guys all sit at the bar and like just kind of wait for your orders to come out. And
I want
Oh,
a
I can
plate of
reclaim.
pancakes as tall as me.
3 feet
Hey.
of pancakes.
Hey, what's crunchy? I need it.
what's crunchy?
Yes, I need the crunch.
Of course, we got food for all tastes here at the Horn Pub. Here we go. We got some granola. He fills up a little bowl.
No. Okay.
Alright.
Kulan's like, I
Nice.
want granola.
I mean, it's all right. Here you go. And he slides over another bowl.
Sif is fading into another reality where he feels that this is a meme. Some glimpse of something called a computer.
What is this magic screen?
It's got moving images. Wait,
I don't like
what's
these.
that man? What's that man doing to that woman?
Purple.
Kai takes about
Wait, what's that black leather couch for?
No!
Oh my god! Shut the fuck up.
I hate it. I hate it. Take it back. Take this vision away from me.
No, it's canon now. God gave him that vision.
Are there any shady people here?
Make a perception check.
Okay. I knew it was coming.
Question.
It didn't have my.
Are there any hot people
Can
here?
I?
Make a perception check.
Can I look for shady?
Are there any people here?
Everybody,
Us.
let's get that perception going.
Kai's already drinking half the bottle, slide so low.
Oh my god.
I'm-
Okay, so
I may as well just go along and say I'm looking for also shady people. Just get that roll out there.
Yes,
My eyes
yeah.
are so
While everybody is just suspiciously eyeing around the tavern,
I'm not
I'm gonna-
suspiciously. I'm just sitting there waiting for my food and eyeing people over.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm waiting for those 3 feet of pancakes. It's
I'm
fine.
gonna yell out to the guy. The rest of that gold is a tip. Hope you know that. Like,
I figured you were always nice to us. Ugh. Hey, what's the weight on those flaps?
Alright, today needs much. Yeah, whatever. Fuck. this
I
is-
don't want
And
to
you
hear
hear-
that sentence
Oh,
ever
no,
again.
from the back. You hear about 2 minutes.
Huh?
2 minutes, Turkish.
No. Okay, 1 second.
2 minutes for the half
Use
flaps.
Discord setting.
I'm ready.
Okay,
For
I'm
the
good.
flapjacks. There we go.
Jack flaps.
Oh, elusive.
And
Yeah.
eventually, like within a span of like 15-20 minutes, all your food is on the table.
Do we have a spread of dipping sauces?
I mean, we can ladle some out if you really want some, but they were made last night.
No thanks. I'm good.
All right, that's your call.
What do you want?
Anything we should know about your hometown before we get into the whole myth of this?
Yeah, that's a good
Wonderful-
question. We really didn't get to know you much until
We
all the
don't-
bullshit happened.
We don't need to know about you unless you're willing to share. I we're getting into in this town.
Gob and I had only been
Okay.
here for like a span of like 3 hours.
Out of character, Serranos isn't the hometown. It's the one she ran to.
Ah,
That's
but
the-
you know
that's the-
anything though?
It's the one that the military town,
I mean-
whatever.
You can. There's a way to say this in character too.
Okay. 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 Well, this isn't my hometown, but
You're just familiar.
it's where I've spent most of my days.
Just for my continued spelling, it's Serranos. Yeah.
It's at the top.
Sorry.
Sean.
Yeah, it's top right. It's SIRA.
Oh, hey, I had it covered by my character sheet.
It's
Oh.
like
Scrolled up and I was
sclerosis,
like,
but
wait,
with an
where is
S.
I gotta move this to handouts now. Goodness.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mhm.
you guys are clearly enjoying your breakfast.
Oh hell yeah.
Breakfast.
Meanwhile, you see V like slam 3 shots in a row of something.
Oh, I love him. What you drinking there, bud?
Well,
Don't seem like it went down too well.
ooh, that wasn't weak shit.
Zesty.
Gotta hand it to him. How about?
I'm gonna hand Sif like potato wedge.
You know, it's
I
my,
got my own.
morning goat juice.
Oh right.
V eventually says.
If he
Your
has go
morning
juice.
go juice?
My goat juice. Yeah, I can't. You know, a lot of people drink
Yeah.
coffee, but
Hair
you
of the
know,
dog that bit you.
Hot brown morning potion.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Hot bean water.
The bitter bean soup.
No.
No, I prefer a different sort of get up and go, you know?
Great, what's the
I
secret?
feel like Kai here mirrors the sentiment.
Well,
As I
he kinda-
side eye her with a whole bottle of wine.
That's her breakfast. What are you talking about?
He points to those potato wedges and goes, I mean, essentially that, but prepared differently.
I'm very scared by that statement, so I'm just gonna take a sip of my own juice.
That's not juice, that's wine. Oh no.
So-
It's my
Now,
my go-go
back to the perception checks. Gov, you
Mhm.
notice that the bar is practically empty. You don't see anybody shady. Like it's morning. It looks like the guy just got here. Like the bartender just got here, and opened up shop. None of the patrons that stayed the night have come downstairs yet. It's still relatively early in the morning.
Okay.
Everyone else, you see good food. Half you like I guess you look around and you see that there are some portraits around, but
Do I see
and they're all this
the horn pub man? I'm just, ooh, he really got me.
Cass.
Yeah, do I see a portrait of
you see-
Cass?
Yeah, you see a portrait of Cass. He's wearing like kind of loose pants with a nice lapelled robe over him, and he's holding a pipe, and he just seems welcoming. Like he looks
Just a
like he's
nice
having
dude.
a good time. Yeah,
Nice.
he
Like,
looks
go
like
back
he's
to-
having a good time while dressed up. It's basically the portrait. Yeah, Kulan, you notice the same thing. The same stuff. Sif, you notice that the bartender is kind of scanning the room and looking at all of you pretty intensely.
Oh.
Whenever you guys walk up, and just looking you up and down, and then he kind of looks around the bar and proceeds about business and doesn't do anything odd after that.
Anyone gonna point this out?
No,
So
Okay.
I'll point it out when I want to point it out.
No, I won't remember.
so why do you guys got that big shield? That looks really intimidating.
That's the
Bigger
point.
than me.
You know, for protection, and also, the
Deception.
assassins that I was talking about earlier, they want it.
You kind of glossed over that. What's going on?
I mean, we can trust Trev.
Should
So,
we share in such a public place?
well, there's not a lot of people. There's no people here, right?
I mean, there's the bartender and you're at the bar.
Okay.
I don't trust it, but go off.
Well, we were at Palmy's, and I was given a job to protect one of the important people there, the legate, and there were these assassins that came and tried to steal his shield, and we were tasked by the military head person dude to find out why and who.
Hmm.
Very
seems like a
important
re-
magic artifact, and I'm pretty sure V could probably tell you about it.
Yeah. Actually, do you mind? Like, is it magic? Mind if I look at it real quick?
I mean, ours isn't. The real
It's. Yeah, don't tell anyone that.
He goes, okay, hold on, and he starts eating and mumbling under his breath for a little bit. finishing
He's
up
just
his meal.
staring at the shield.
You see him occasionally like flick his hands in a unnatural manner. And he just keeps like, and it becomes apparent after like 2 minutes or so that he's casting something.
Uh-oh. No. Stop that,
Can I
please.
get any idea of what he's casting?
I mean, roll Arcana.
Can I roll Arcana too?
I'm slapping
Sure.
myself with a little bit
I'm
of that
just-
guidance.
Oh, same. Hey.
Same hat.
Guidance.
Oh.
I can't. My cat's in the way. Hang on. There we go. Oh, awesome.
Well,
Very great roll,
Um,
guys.
Thank you.
no, you guys
Hey,
like
we have gods that gave us our magic.
it seems familiar. It seems familiar, but yeah, it's a completely different form of accessing the weave and magic in itself. So he's sitting there, and you can't hear the words anyways. So like he's just kind of mumbling, and after a few minutes, V said, "Yeah, we kind of decided that it wouldn't be super cost ineffective to put up a storefront here. So figured I would train someone to help, at least maintain that. And Trev seemed willing and
Gotta
eager and
say,
able.
Trev's a good choice. Never done
Seems
me
like a
wrong
good
in the few hours, days
Days.
that I knew him.
Even if you don't even remember, bud.
It's been a long time. A lot of stuff has happened.
You're right.
Yeah,
a
what are
sip.
you doing? I am going to fight you. I'm going to put you in the refrigerator.
No! Your cat!
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
No, we'd never make that video. It's just so
Defamation.
dark.
give the man a glass of milk, Josh. Donovan, inside voices. Sorry, Dad. My white friends.
All right. But you guys enjoy the rest of your meal, and it becomes apparent that after he casts it, it takes about 10 minutes. Yeah, he casts detect magic, and he kind of looks you guys over and goes, "Oh, you actually have like quite a few magic items. That's really impressive. How'd you come across these?" And he starts like pointing out all the magic
V gave
things
me
that you
these.
have.
I pull out the charlatan's die. It's like,
I'm
watch
gonna
this.
pillow my cape.
I'll make my
I'm just
cloak
gonna-
change into a different shape. Well,
Okay.
cloak.
Yeah.
I got cocaine, y'all.
This guy's gonna land on a this guy's gonna land on a 3, and I'll roll it and focus on it landing on a 3.
Okay, y'all.
Dr. Axel, the rock and roll clown. I
That's
do
in game.
cocaine.
That's in game. Look at Trev straight in the eyes and goes, I got cocaine, y'all.
What the fuck's
He
cocaine?
looks at it and goes, "Yeah, okay. I don't think so.
No,
That's illusion.
No.
That's illusion cocaine.
No.
What's going on there?" And,
Illusion. Trev, tell me more, please.
That's all that it
Okay,
tells me. Like,
but-
I can kind of, whenever. Do you guys have the detect magic spell? Like, it's really cool.
No.
Well,
Let me see.
it lets me see kind of the school of magic that shit's in. So
Oh,
yeah,
I
I can
do
see
have
that.
detect magic. I just didn't prepare it.
Yeah.
I
Well,
didn't pray for it this morning.
Yeah, divine magic is weird to me, but I've got it. I like it. But yeah, I can see like you've got. Oh man, that's really cool. You got transmutation here, and you've got. That's so cool. Oh my, is that a bag of holding? Where'd you get a bag of holding? That's awesome. And
Oh,
he
yes.
just like he's kind of
it's pretty
freaking out
sweet.
because you guys are lighting up with magic bullshit.
Oh, we sure are.
What about my staff? How is she holding up?
What about
Your
your
staff,
hand?
Hey, your
Oh, yeah,
hand.
Wave at him with my bare paw. I got cocaine, y'all.
I'm
No,
gonna,
and
yeah.
he does like stop and go, "Wait, hold on. Who are you? White bear claw?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I lost it, and then I got it.
Apparently,
By the
a
way.
warg bit off her hand or something.
was
She
a
was.
warg.
I said a warg. A warg bit it off. She was
Okay.
really bitter about it.
But, yeah, okay. You lost a hand. That happens. Okay.
Yeah,
How
that's
did
what
you
I
get the
that's what I
bear
was
paw?
trying to tell her.
Okay, well, you don't have to be so casual about it. Anyway,
No, I mean,
And then,
it sucks. But you got a cool ass bear. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Come
that's
on,
what I'm
now.
saying. It's
How?
so cool. And
The
anyways,
both of you.
the flame bear, Finmar, was like, hey,
Oh, the spirit fae bullshit. Yeah,
yeah.
that guy. Okay, yeah. Okay.
I mean,
same
he's
way,
cool,
same way.
other than
Gob's
he-
got a bird now.
Oh, cool, just clear my mic.
Interesting.
I got cocaine, yo. Gonna have a fucking stroke.
And V just kind of goes, "Well, here I got this," and he puts a few coins on the table. And he goes, "Well, I got a full day of training here for young Trev. You
Also,
know where
real
to find
quick,
us."
Trev, just before you go, you seemed real keen on that bag of holding. Shout out to Mother Monarch. If you ever find yourself in the Feywild.
Okay. Yeah, that doesn't mean anything to me. But thank
Yeah,
you.
it doesn't mean anything to me either, but that's what she said. So
Before
Alright.
Trev leaves, Kai, like, taps her forehead or wherever the goggles are placed and said, I like your goggles, man.
V turns around and goes, "Wait, hold on. Earlier you
Yeah.
said mother.
yeah, Mother Monarch.
Mother Monarch. Is this a different
Same mother, just
Okay.
without the surname.
Because I did some searching on what tools I have. I couldn't find just mother because that's so vague. Mother
is
Monarch though.
vague.
Hold on. And he pulls out this little tiny like it looks like a really flat crystal. He pulls it out and just kind of like rubs it like wipes it with his hand, and then you see like magic light just start to kind of come around the edges, and he draws some runes and like scribbles something on this little flat gem. He right here at Mother Monarch.
Yeah, at Mother Monarch. That's what the note said.
I was, okay, yeah, hold on. Let me just.
Is this a Twitstone?
Not quite.
I call it Tweeter.
No, it's Beaker.
Oh.
Oh.
And
Let me have
he,
my moment.
no,
No, this is my
I had this
campaign.
planned. And he kind of like you see it kind of flash as his fingers touch the little gemstone, and out of the corner, you see this actual bird crawl out, and then like walk over to where he was touching, and then reach down with his beak, and it grabs a slip of paper, and just kind of like starts to fly off, and you see it just turn to mist. Like, all right, well, we'll see how this correspondence goes.
Keep us updated.
Should have gave me the specific. I asked.
You know, sometimes things slip your mind. It happens.
No, it definitely happens. But
Maybe it was a drug you gave Sif.
It's possible, but you know, I'm over that. I got money. I got the diet. Most is forgiven.
Didn't sound forgiven later on,
So,
but God.
Trev, you ready to start? You start up where we gotta maintain the gate. Yep, I'll be right there. And V walks out, and Trev just kind of goes, It was so good to see you guys. I'm so happy that we got to catch up. You know where I am though, so I got it. And as he's like backing up out of the establishment, he just kind of, all right, well, I'll see you soon. Bye. The door closes behind him.
Is that a sound effect of the door closing?
No.
Oh.
Yes.
I was, like,
And then you
really
realize that
impressed.
as you guys were talking, a few families and a few individuals came down from the rooms and are now groggily eating breakfast and drinking their warm brown morning potion. And it seems like it's not quite half full, but it's it's got some patrons in it now.
Half.
Oh.
Yeah.
How far is half into these pancakes?
Oh, he's already eaten them. Are you kidding me? It was like 10 minutes and they were gone, and he's just sitting on the
Make a
table with a
constitution
with a tummy.
So, what do you guys think of Trev?
He seems hella cool and I wish he would stay, but yeah.
Trev's great.
Just takes another sip of wine after saying that.
How far into this bottle of wine are you?
Realistically, half.
Holy fuck.
Wine mom.
Half.
She's fine. She's fine. For now.
Is she?
Make
No.
a Constitution saving throw.
No, not a save. Make me a con check.
Just in general? Okay, wait.
Just a general con check.
I'm the drunken monk here. You can't just keep stealing my things.
Drunken monk.
But Kai's the alcoholic.
You want to switch classes?
I didn't put it
Apparently.
on.
Yeah, you're doing okay. Your tolerance is back up from drinking heavily recently.
I have not drinking this
Consistently.
heavily for a while. That's in
But,
game.
you're feeling a little tipsy, but you're okay. Like, you're handling it okay.
handling
you've been
it quite
here for, like,
fine.
20 minutes or so, and you're already half a bottle in.
For now.
God.
Give me another 5 minutes and I'll have the rest of it gone.
Give her some wedges to sober up.
No
Give
goodness.
me.
I'll give her the last few of my wedges.
Oh god.
Kai has like not eaten, so she's getting drunk off an empty stomach. Good luck.
Yeah, I'm
So-
giving you the last of my wedges, and I'm just like eyeing it, just looking at you, and I'm like, eat.
Oh, that sounds delicious. Thank you.
So, what's next on the docket for you guys? You've been to Horn Pub? Briefly.
I'd like to visit the Grove Abbey.
You'd like to visit the
Damn.
Grove Abbey?
I'm gonna hang out with Elusive. That's my.
Is that where the bad stuff is, or is it just the location?
It's the,
It's the
church.
No.
The Grove Abbey of Abatai.
This guy right here.
Who has the shield?
Yeah, who does have the
thought-
shield?
Me,
Um,
obviously.
Dragging it.
You didn't notice the turtle following us?
I thought Kai had it.
Yeah, same.
Okay. That's the yeah. I was gonna stick with Elusive because I think we should all stay together in some resemblance.
Alright. I mean, I've gotta head to a blacksmith again.
because
I'll
I
follow
need
you
to
there then.
max my.
I've got to go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Oh my god,
Let's
God.
chat.
Pick up. Sorry.
So with D&D Beyond,
No.
Now's a great time to plug my gay D&D server. Join it if you're gay and you like D&D. Now, do it.
Oh,
But
where?
where's the
do
link?
it now!
Do exclamation point DD and you
I
can
got you.
join Be Gay, roll dice. We need more DMs because everyone is a bottom.
Give me
Hey.
DM.
Coming
I'm
in.
gonna DM. I just don't have the time.
I'm gonna GM on summertime.
Egg,
We
you're
also
not even
need
in,
mods.
and we need mods.
Yeah,
we do need mods.
Well, that's a responsibility, you know, links.
Give me Discord.
Responsibility.
Wait,
I
is
I'm poor.
what's
Yes?
the Discord?
If you're on my stream, you can do
Yeah.
exclamation point DD, which brings up the Discord link. It's called Be Gay Roll Dice. The icon is asymmetrical and it makes me upset too, but I don't know any artists friends who would be willing to do a free icon for me, so we're all gonna live with
I got you.
it.
Just remind me.
Leave it to the modman team.
My madmins, my beautiful, beautiful team.
Let me
Oh.
in.
A lot of people just joined.
Yes, all
Wow,
of
we
us.
got 3 whole people.
Who wants the DM role?
Give me.
Give.
Okay.
Alright, relax.
Everybody take a breath.
Thea, stop. I'm gonna fight you.
We all DMs now.
That's a snot tissue. There's my snot on that. You don't need to be in the garbage.
Is she trying to eat it?
No, she was just pawing at it. For some reason, she likes to paw at the trash, and it gets really bad on Mondays because it's
joined
the
in.
night before I have to, or it's the night I have to put out the garbage.
Okay.
Oh, now she's sitting on top of the garbage
Oh,
can
hello,
lid.
God. Welcome
So-
back.
Are we all ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
We plugged Indy's gay D&D server.
Yep. I was here.
Everyone joined it.
You were?
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit.
You can hear us shouting from across the room.
Yeah, I need to go to a blacksmith, so.
Okay.
I'm following.
All right. I've gotta
Oh,
do this one thing real quick.
Elusive Half is gonna take and hold your hand. He
Okay.
knows. Listen, he knows. It's the hand holding time.
He's got the deep lore.
God,
And all
just
we
gonna
know
grab
is
from
your
behind.
name.
Where's Kulon? Where's him?
Snood
Where's
He's
him?
always like, you turn around and he's like right behind you,
Good.
like a cat.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Bran
Oh, yeah.
Stark.
Elusive?
Constantly waiting.
Want to
and
get on my
watching.
back?
Oh, hell yes.
Hey, hold on. I haven't seen the episode yet.
That's as vague as I will go.
I'm holding
I
on
know.
to your
As I will
horns.
go. That's as far as I will go.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm
Don't be
going
too
to
rough
the
with her.
grove by myself.
I said I was going with you.
Oh.
I
I'm
think.
gonna go.
I'm
I'm gonna
going
go to
with
the
you.
Grove.
Kulon, I
Oh
think
God,
we're
we
all
split the
yeah.
party. Oh no.
All right. So because I don't think this will take quite as long. Wait, hold on. So who all's going to the Grove?
The
Me.
dragons and gob.
Okay. And the others are going where?
There's a blacksmith shop in town, right?
Yeah.
I'd assume. Yeah, I'd like to go there.
Mhm.
Would anyway.
We're just
Me and
following
half.
Elusive.
These craisins are great.
I'm getting a
Cool.
piggyback ride.
So let's go to the Grove first because I don't think that's going to be quite as time consuming, actually.
Okay.
That's what you think.
So you guys make it
This is now
to
a
the
6-hour session I'll spend at the Grove.
to the Grove Abbey. It has the same like familiar wooden fences that are very loosely separating the property from everything else. There's the stone wall behind the building itself, but around the gardens there's the kind of loose wooden fence. You can see the lush greens inside of, and you just step through onto the premises, and immediately someone is like, it just waves at you and goes back to tending whatever plants they're caring for.
This place is so pretty.
It is.
Has a nice natural path that, like, where you can see just occasional stones, like a cluster of stones leading you, like a long forgotten path to the main building at the back of the grounds.
So I figure we should probably find Colin. He seems most likely to have our money.
Colin, that's his name yet. Alright.
Oop.
Oh, don't worry about it.
First time
Okay.
we went here, Sif drew a dick on a tree bark.
I sure did, and then
Oh.
I got promptly yelled at, so don't draw anything, anywhere, at all.
I hadn't planned on it.
I like how we have Zaxxus and the two fucks of the party together. This is great.
And, go ahead and make me some perception checks. You guys in the grove?
Oh boy.
Bonk.
Okay. Yeah. So all of you guys see it this time. As you're walking through, you're sticking with what you can now see is like the kind of loose path. It's nicely designed. It's not obtrusive, but it's there. And walking across, occasionally you see these little tiny plant things, kind of like holding a little something or other, like a pot of another plant, and they just kind of like walk and set it down somewhere, and then they turn around and just kind of waddle around.
These autonomous plants?
Wait, sentient plants?
And
I mean,
they don't
that's
seem
not
to
so
pay you any
weird.
mind.
Kulon has one.
Kulon is one.
Hey.
But you see them kind of like go, and whenever they're not doing anything, they just kind of sit down and look like the little bushes that are scattered around the grounds.
Huh. How did we
God,
not
how
see
the hell-
this before?
We both
Well,
turned to each other at the same
one of
time,
you
and we're
guys-
both just like, how did we not see this before?
One of you guys, I can't remember who it was. It might have been. It was Trev.
No, I was gonna
Trev
say it was
nat won
probably
this
Trev.
perception roll and got hit in the face by a plant, and that was one of these guys getting up to move around.
Yep,
But
that
yeah.
sounds about right.
But yeah, you guys see like the occasional little tiny plant just get up and walk around, bring something to another person. Yeah, it looks like all these people are wearing greenish robes that are loose with a single like rope tying as a belt.
I'm
They
gonna
all
walk
have
up to one
hoods
of
that are
them
down.
and be like, where can I find Colin?
Eldramatsk?
Yes.
He should be in the building leading service.
Alright, cool, thanks.
No problem. Be mindful, and just kind of goes back to, picking weeds or whatever.
Doing
God, I
plant
know we
stuff.
need our money.
Mhm.
Don't interrupt service. I feel like he's gonna yell at you. We don't need two people getting yelled at.
Did he say that they were in service?
Should be in the building giving service. Isn't that what you said?
Oh, I thought.
Isn't that what you said, God?
What did God say? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk in anyways, not paying attention
Oh, yeah.
to Sif.
I figured.
You walk in, and in the dome chamber that is familiar to you, with all of the little like logs as booths. There's quite a few people sitting there, and about half of them are lined up to go to the center, where there's a small pool of water, and he's kind of preaching a little bit about and drink from the spring of life, and Obad High will flow through you as he does everyone else, and just kind of going on a little calming ramble, and it doesn't take more than a few minutes for them to conclude that, and he looks over and acknowledges you in the back of the room, and that concludes the morning ceremonies. Thank you all for your attendance, and Obad High be with you as you go on about your day. Be mindful.
And also with you.
And
That wasn't in character.
huh? And immediately after he says that, everyone just kind of stands up, and turns to each other and starts just talking. And he kind of waves to you and steps away from the raised podium.
Hey, it's been a while.
It sure has. What is it? A month and a half, I think.
Well,
Seems-
it's only been a week for us, but we're here for our reward.
Oh yes. What's Trev? I believe. Came and left. Actually. Here, if just please come with me. And he leads you away from the main hall into one of the back chambers that kind of functions as a collective office for the clergy.
Okay.
And you see the kind of older elven woman sitting there with reading glasses on, doing some paperwork at the desk, and and she folds it up and then puts it in a little tiny envelope and then hands it to a bird that's sitting on her desk, and the bird just kind of gets up and flies away.
Man, Beaker's really catching on, huh?
That's not what that was, but okay.
I know, I'm just being a jackass.
He and she hi, do I know you? But welcome, come sit, please.
Oh.
She just kind of out of the wooden ground, you see a log just emerge, for you guys to sit on in front of her desk.
I sure am sitting.
Oh,
Taking a load off,
fun.
Is there something that I can help you with?
We're here to collect our reward for.
Well, she and I are. This
yeah,
guy's
we don't know
just
this
tagging
guy.
along.
Hey.
He's gonna walk in with us. I think he might be next in line. I'm honestly not sure.
Nice. Reward for did you perform some service? Did you go and I'm drawing a blank here. I'm sorry. What would we be paying you for exactly?
Is this unfollowed to win?
Yes, that is I.
We were
We were the
part of
ones
the
who-
party who rescued you,
Yeah.
along with Trev.
Oh, I guess he did mention that he had some friends that went on ahead. Okay.
Sure, Fenley can vouch for us.
I mean, you're about 30 seconds late for that, but oh no.
Oh, Gob,
I'll
only
trust you.
30 seconds late.
Shut the fuck up.
I'll here, here you go. And she kind of slides a little tiny wooden box along the table. Says, that is yours. I didn't get a chance. I'm sure my state was not as dignified as I'd have liked it to be. I am sorry that you had to encounter me that way without knowing how I conduct my own operations normally, but thank you for your service and your assistance in finding and bringing me back to the Abbey.
Oh, it's alright. We've all been there.
Well,
Some more than others, but yeah, we've all been there.
well, yes, but it's unbecoming of the figurehead to be bested by nature itself.
It's okay, we won't tell anyone.
Unless it wasn't your regular old nature. I mean,
It was advanced nature.
it's kind of dark forces.
Yes, it is quite troubling. Do you, I believe Trev said that whenever you left for the north. would you have any further insights that we might be able to account for
Well,
about
there
what's
About
happening
the
in our
tree?
forests?
may or may
Yes.
not be a portal to the Feywild still open there. That's what
Mhm.
took us so long to get back here.
There was a
And then
weird
Trev
bog.
also said something about some creeping darkness, which is definitely not good. Also
And
happening in the
also in the
Feywild.
Feywilds, yeah.
Lots of
Well,
similarities here.
that's really not the best, but it does. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Is there anything else that I can help you guys with, or?
Zach's gonna chime in from the back. Where exactly is this creeping darkness?
Well,
Good point, stranger.
Oh,
the guards, the watchers on the wall, they claim that it has stopped about, well, from the best they can tell, and their scouts can tell, about 10 miles north of here. Well, roughly, most of the woods to our north are corrupted by something,
I
and
see.
I guess it's most likely Fey in nature, which is troubling, but at least we know. Thank you.
10 miles north of here, isn't that where we got yoinked into the Feywild? That's not a good sign.
Yes.
No, it's not 10 miles north of here. It was like a few days' travel.
Gotcha.
That's more than 10 miles.
I mean, if you're going really slow.
But yes, I do appreciate the information, and you're more than welcome to stop by at a later time. I'm just wrapping some things up, and my mind is a little bit preoccupied.
Oh, that's fine. Just I'm sure God would appreciate it if you sent Finley her regards.
Gob's gonna elbow Sif and be like, no, it's fine.
But I'm glad we could help.
She smiles, just it's okay. I will let her know that you guys as a group visit. Well, it will mean a lot.
Alrighty, we out of here, Gob, and stranger that followed us up.
Don't listen to him. I'm not.
Seeming as how you're intent on following us.
Okay, Gob, and with dragons, I guess.
Sif. I'll just raise my hand and be like, Sif.
Oh. Sif, thank you.
And I'm Zaxus. And they know that.
Sif and Zax's, thank you so much for your visit. It was. Thank you for lifting my spirits. No,
Thank you for
unfortunately,
lifting
I have some business to take care of.
Alrighty, I'm gonna take the wooden blocks.
Okay, it's 40 gold.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna split it with Sif.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. We're making bank.
Wait, hold on. What about elusive though?
What about
and,
Elusive didn't come with us.
Okay, so let's jump to the shoppers.
Yeah, it's us. I'm piggybacking on elusive. Just a heads up.
Yeah.
Can Kai and Kulan be armed linked? I'm asking for permission from Lucas.
Yeah.
Cool.
He's totally not aware of it. He's focusing on his plant, but yeah.
Oh no, that's why she takes advantage of it.
Okay, fair enough.
So you guys are shopping, and next to the kind of stock generic blacksmith that you used to go to, there is a newer looking establishment. Well, at least the sign of one. But the entire premises is submerged. It's underwater. and the sign above this little walkway to a veritable shack in the middle of this pond, this inner city pond. You see. Oh, let me type this out because it's here we go. Please let me like fucking use roll 20. Oh my god. It's
I'm terrified. I'm expecting a pun or something.
I'm so ready.
no, it's not really a pun.
Welcome to Richard Smith's, but you could call me Dick Smith.
No, it's nothing like that. It's more cute than anything.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, yay!
His definition of cute, though.
Ooh, never mind.
Like I just wanted to type it out to show you that there are like there are 2 words kind of dashed out of the wooden sign, but it's Tank and Clanks, Clankery, nope, Clan Tankery, nope, Cantankery. That Tank and Clanks, Cantankery.
They really worked that one. That's impressive. I like these
Kai's in
people
the-
already.
Kai's in the background trying to say it, but she keeps stumbling over the word.
But like the words that are scratched out are like clearly they took a like just a fucking woodworking tool and just carved out the middle bit of the word, not even caring, and then just slapped it up.
Tan clanker.
Tankery.
Clan tankery? Clan tankery? She turns to half like clan tankery?
Yeah, you're doing it.
Okay.
There's a little shack, and from inside you can hear like varying levels of metal being pounded.
Huh.
Like heavy hammer hits, and then little tiny like ting 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 ting. Persistent tiny ones.
Should
Is
we
this
go
the
there?
underwater one, or
Yes, this is the underwater one.
I'm not sure I could hold my breath for that long.
No, you got
Oh
this.
no, like there's a walkway out to a shack in the middle of it. But from that shack you can hear multiple instances of like and ding 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 kind of coming from within it.
So do you want to check it out?
I'll walk in. I try to, I guess.
Okay, so yeah, you walk across the wooden bridge that leads to the center, and the walkway really, and there's just a stairwell that goes down. Like that's all that's in the shack.
Do you want to like trust us?
I'm not sure.
That's right. We can do
But
it.
when you walk in, you know that the sounds are coming from below.
Okay, so we're inside and it's just a standard shack, like.
I mean, not really. It's a shack with a spiral staircase going downwards.
Okay. I'll follow that staircase.
As soon as you pass the threshold, like you start going down the stairs, you notice that it opens up and there is there's a whole workshop down here where most of the tools and like heating equipment and things like that are pushed up against the wall, and where things are not pushed up against the wall and like hanging from the wall, you see like glass that looks out into an aquarium like area. And you like the dwarf that is yeah, the dwarf that's sitting there with a gigantic hammer hammering away at a pretty large billet is he kind of looks up and goes, "Hey, Clank, we got some guests." And you see a gnome kind of like jump up from behind a table with a little tiny ball peen hammer. He goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Welcome to Tank and Clanks. Can we help you out?"
I need a repair. And I'm willing to trade in my short sword for it.
What an interesting wager. So, rapiers. I think Tank's worked on a few. Uh, you know, I actually just worked on one last week. Let's go take a look at it, shall we?
Sure.
All right, come on. And he waddles his way, like he's wearing like a beaten leather apron. His hair is kind of tied back, but the fringes of the small ponytail are like frayed clearly and like partially burnt. And he just kind of like stumbles his way across this workshop and gets to an area with very small tools, and the wall that he is hanging things on is like it's basically like a rotating closet but vertical, that's holding on to different weapons and small pieces of armor. And he steps on a pedal and it starts rotating. Yeah, it's last week, so it should be right about here. And he stops it and grabs a grabs a rapier out from the hooks that are holding onto it. He goes, so,
Okay.
have you ever had a normal rapier before?
I mean, I pull mine out, and I kind of I show it to him.
Excellent. So
It's like money, you know.
I'm not going to have to tell you what's different about this one, then, am I? And he hands it over to you.
Okay. How much do you want for it? I have a short sword. You can I'd hope I could trade it in.
75 gold. But with the short sword, 65.
60. All right.
Is there any way to
65.
barter better on that?
Oh, that doesn't matter. I'm not gonna be able to buy it. Like.
And he goes, oh, but before you put it down, do take a look. I'm quite proud of my own work. And as you like, are you going to inspect it or just like?
I'll look at it. Is it?
Okay.
Is it like just a standard rapier, or is it
Oh,
like
no.
really nice?
It's quite nice. The blade is kind of standard,
Right.
with the exception of you've never seen a rapier with a groove in it.
Serrated blade? Like.
No, not a serrated blade. Like you know,
Okay.
I can't remember what it's actually called, but the blood groove that like it's kind of a
Fuller.
little dip. Yeah, the fuller. That's right. It has a fuller in it, but you also notice that the handle and the guard peels back to reveal a hollow handle, or a pseudo hollow handle.
Okay. Huh.
It's very simple, but it's. Well, I mean, I say it's simple. It's simple for me. But it's quite ingenious. Here, let me show you. And he reaches into his vest and pulls out a little tiny vial. He pops the cork on it, and he puts it inside the handle. And then he kind of flicks the handle, like he flicks the rapier away. And then he holds up the fuller and says, "See?" And he points his finger along it, and the fuller is filled with whatever liquid was in the vial. And you watch as it kind of like seep into the blade a little bit.
Oh shit. Alright. Does anybody want to help me out with this purchase?
No.
I have 11 silver.
I have 35 gold.
You think
No.
I can offer my loot, but I don't think that's gonna sell well here.
Too bad you didn't go get your reward, huh?
Guys.
Could
I'll be back. I have
Quick
some
run
gold.
to the abbey.
I believe I have some gold waiting for me at the abbey. I don't have
alright.
enough funds on me to afford it right now, but
Oh, that's completely understandable. We'll be here, all business day.
So, what's with the like underwater aesthetic of your shop?
Oh, it's actually mostly for well, you see, a lot of the things that we do have a lot of heat, and
Oh, it's extreme water falling.
it's easier to regulate temperature with a body of water instead of the air around us, because the air is quite fickle. But we can just have you see these rotating things right here, and he puts his foot on the thing that he grabbed your blade from. It's relatively temperature controlled in there. It's a nice little pocket in the water. It's got thin-ish, I mean, as thin as you can with this much water pressure. Metal walls that allow it to cool off pretty quickly. It's, if I say so myself, it's quite ingenious.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. To be honest, you just stole it. But yeah, that's ingenious. Yeah, it's so innovative. But yeah, I digress. I'll be back for that repair.
Okay.
Wait, okay. Can I be clear? Could I put poison in that thing and stab people with it? Okay, holy shit! I'll be back.
Lucy's losing her fucking mind right now.
Kai's so ready to like.
Should
give
we?
in
And she's gone. Would you guys like be interested in any gadgets and anything on my side, or just the
Your
You
mic's
got
doing
any
the crackly
balls?
thing.
oh
Yeah,
shit,
your
hold
voice.
on.
Mr. Dwarf Man, your voice is crackling. Right? You okay?
Is it the smoke? Do you have iron lungs, sir?
Yeah, sorry about that. It's
Do you need some water?
no, we've got plenty. And the gnome kind of, well, I mean, if you want anything, feel free to browse, or you can just tell us what you're interested in.
You got any malls, like big hammer boys?
Ooh, those are so fun. Hey, T, do we have but nah, hold on.
Take your mic.
Is it still fucking up?
Yeah.
Robot
God.
man.
Hold on. What the hell?
Oh crap.
Please. All right. I'll be right back.
Could you imagine doing a bunch of voices and then just fucking up your vocal cords so you crackle every time you speak normally? Because that's basically what Tay's done with the voice mod.
No.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I love it though.
I had to
Okay,
put
is
a
that any
lot of-
better?
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. So he basically just says, like, you can either browse and try and find something yourself, or since they both know the inventory of the store and everything that they've made, because it's all pretty custom and ingenuitive, just ask them about it.
Yeah,
But the mall, the dwarf, he goes, I think I sent one your way the other day. I don't know if you had time to really work on it, but it should be somewhere. We've got so many projects these days. 1 second. And he he just kind of cycles through whatever that thing that he grabbed the rapier from.
Ooh.
Warhammer? And he holds up
Sure.
a warhammer, which is it's a versatile weapon instead of your two-handed specific maul.
1d10.
Yeah, it's either 1d8 if you use it with one hand, or 1d10 if you use it with both.
Got anything else under selection? I'll keep that under my mind. Keep that in
Okay.
the pocket.
I mean, all right. Let me see. Let me cycle through here. Oh, this big guy. I don't think I can actually. Hey, T, do you mind coming and grabbing this off the rack? I am but a gnome. Yeah, I got you. Here, come on. Get out of my way. He walks over and then grabs a very large dwarven maul, and he pops the mallet down on the ground. Yeah. Hey, see, what'd you do to this? Yeah. That one. What did I do? That's right. Here, it's best if I just show you. Here, come with me. And he walks over to a different part of the shop where there's like a test dummy, and he
Oh.
he grabs it and then kind of presses where the tang essentially would be on a blade, like just the top of the hammer where the handle goes through, and that little metal ball at the very top. He twists that and then pushes it in slightly, and you see 4 holes on each side of the hammer open up. And he goes, "All right, so here's the trick with this. You got to fill it up just right, but when you do, it works.
Fill it up with what?
And he pulls out this clear liquid from his belt. He drops some drops into each one, and then he looks at it and fills it up a little bit more, and then he kind of like closes it up, and then all right, hey T, come here. You're familiar with this weapon here. Just you want to everyone take about 10 feet of distance from this poor dummy. And he was okay. Is this safe for me? And he goes, you'll be fine. And so I don't trust it, but what? And he attacks the dummy, and it fucking explodes.
Oh.
And sure enough, a few feet away from the dummy, behind it, is like the fire is jettisoned around it, and it reaches out about 5-10 feet behind the dummy itself. Now, just be wary before you purchase this. It does take a little bit of time to load properly, so unfortunately, you do have the two sides, but it's reinforced with abjuration magic, so that the hammer itself will not crumble with its own force. Had to call in a favor for that one. Oops. And but yeah, it's a pretty nice little guy.
I like this nice little guy.
Yeah, well, it's yours for 70 gold.
I'm too poor for this little guy.
Well,
That's fine. Very interested though. I'll keep that on my mind. Can you tell me the name of this? She like pulls out her notebook to write it down.
yeah. Tank and Clanks. Clan Tank. God damn. And from the back, Cantankery. Cantankery. That's the word. Yeah, that's the. He knows it.
And she's just like writing down. She's writing it down in her book. Okay, thank you. I'm going to come back one day.
And is anybody else looking for anything metallic or otherwise that could be improved by skilled hands?
Yeah, he's like, watering it, petting it.
I think we're fine. I'm just gonna wait here.
Do you have anything for my small hands?
Oh,
yeah, that's a good question.
Apparently, 5 minutes of endgame footage was leaked. Like, not fucking kidding. Like, somebody just texted me.
Yeah. So, he kind of looks at you and goes, I mean, we usually deal in weapons and armor. What would you want in those veins?
Something to stab with.
I can maybe do that for you here. Yep. Come on. Walk this way. No, walk this way, quick. And he kind of walks behind his desk, and goes, all right, well, this is a fun little item. I quite proud of it myself, but it's and he just kind of hands it to you and goes, here you go. Just take a look at it and see if you can find anything odd or clever about it.
I'm looking at it.
It's a dagger.
Mm-hmm.
With kind of a metallic, probably bronze or brass wrap for the handle instead of a leather. And it's a little bit off balance because I mean it's not weighted for brass wrappings. All right. Let me show you something. I'm not the best with these things, but I'm not bad either. Here, let me show you. And he grabs it, and then takes the pommel off, and wraps that around his hand, and you see the brass coil recede and just kind of give way for it, and he wraps that around his hand, and then he throws it, and there's a 20-foot cable attaching the blade and him, and he just kind of pulls it back, and it magically like comes back and coils itself around the handle as it comes back to his hand.
I could be fucking Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. This is out of character. I'm so sorry.
Well, what do you think? It's pretty nifty, right?
Oh hell yeah!
This one, unfortunately, does have quite a little bit more of an extensive enchantment to it than the others. Besides just don't blow up and you know, stay sharp. It's a little bit more
Okay, but
costly.
how much?
How much exactly?
This one will run you it'll run you about 175 gold.
Oh, honey.
Okay, I'll definitely be back for this.
Sorry, half.
Well,
Hey, good things
So-
come to those who wait.
Okay. Wise
it'll be
man.
here. We'll be here. Can we get anything else for any of you, or at least see if anything tickles your fancy?
You know what? I'm poor at the moment.
The entire time that you guys are talking, there's just a constant king, king in the
Oh, yeah.
background. And
What's your
but
buddy like? He's just in the ping background.
well, he knows what he's doing. He knows what he likes to do, and neither of those things are really talking to people very often. So he's
I
doing that.
respect He's
Um,
very good at what he do. Tell him that.
oh, I do every day.
Good.
So
Alright.
can I help you out with anything else? And elusive by this time, you've probably like
I know,
ran
I'm
back
already
to
gone.
the abbey
Yeah.
and run into your friends as they're walking out.
Oh, hey, Elizabeth.
Did you guys get the money? I fucking need it. I just found the coolest fucking rapier I've ever seen. You can poison.
She's just muttering poison, poison,
Poison.
poison.
Rapier.
Yeah,
That would be
Sif
pretty
has
cool.
your gold.
You leaning into the mic makes me think that you have them by the collar and you're just like kind of holding them to your face. It can poison. It can poison.
Poison. But like,
Sif,
Sif
Sif has
hasn't.
your
I don't know that I've got your money. I don't know what she gave us. I assumed there was just the two of us, that it was the money for me and Gob. Kind of same vein as Trev, so you might need to go talk to the Grove themselves.
Alright, I'm gonna head on in and be like, yo, I did that job for you.
Hey,
You saw my friends just walk out, right?
I'm sorry. Who were you?
Elusive. You sent me on the job with Gob, Sif, and Trev, and the one dragon.
Oh, no,
I don't
no, no,
remember
no,
his
you're-
name.
If any business that that the church might have would be in the offices inside. Thank you.
No, gotcha.
But you are on the grounds. Thank you. Yes. Almost there, and just kind of points to the building. You just
my
kind of walked in
God.
and walked up to a gardener. I did some work for you guys. I need some money.
where's my money?
Alright, I'm gonna like kind of cool down after that and be like, okay, I'm gonna walk into the offices and what's in there? Like just a person at their desk doing their job or what?
No, like the first room that you walk into is the semicircular sanctuary room, where
Mhm.
at the front there's a pool of water in the center, and Colin Matsk is kind of chilling, talking with the occasional patron that walks through. As you're walking in, he's finishing up a conversation with what looks like a couple, and they walk away. And,
Is this the guy?
yes,
You're the guy?
I'm sorry, I'm terrible with names, but I believe your friends just came and went.
Yeah, I was kind of lagging behind. Do you have my payment, or did you give it to them?
I didn't give them any payment. That was actually on, the priestess on Falaluin.
This is a fucking wild goose chase.
And he kind of says she should still be in there finishing up some paperwork for an
All right.
acquisition. But yeah, just if you speak with her, I'm sure she'll have your answer.
Good. She'll have my answer. Will she have my money?
Well, do I look like I have your money? I surely don't. If anyone does, it would be her, wouldn't it?
All right. I'm gonna walk in there.
You're making the monks
Just
angry.
kind of like-
Goodness.
I'm gonna sigh this time. Like as I walk in, I'm gonna be like, "All right."
Yep.
I just-
And sure enough, there's the high elven woman that you saw sleeping on Finley's couch.
Wait, this was the
Wait.
one we rescued, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that was rescued and recovering from the
Yeah.
poison. Yeah.
Is she good? Like, is she awake or?
Yeah, she's awake. She looks a little tired, but like, she's awake.
I'm gonna like lean in the doorway and be
Run
like,
down rather.
Hey, it's
Hi,
elusive. Hey.
Hi. Can I help you out at all?
I kind of came for my payment for the job. Also nice to see you again.
I don't recognize you, so I'm going to assume that you're a friend of
But yeah, Finley and Gob and Sif.
yeah,
Trev.
and the other. Yeah. Oh, of course. And your name was? I'm sorry.
Elusive, Callista, either one.
Okay. Well, interesting, but okay. That's perfectly well. Yeah. No, I gave them the money. There were
All of
5 of
the-
you. There
My
were 5
God.
of you in total. Whenever you left, Colin told me, and the flyer did say 50 gold. So
Each or split?
no, of 50 gold in total. It was, but
So
see-
who has the money? The Dragonborn? The White
well,
Dragon?
the orc, the half orc woman, and the dragonborn that came in earlier. Yes.
Gotcha. Alright, so I just came in here for nothing. Well, nice seeing you anyway, and I'm just gonna walk out.
I don't believe it was for. Oh, okay.
What?
I don't believe it was for nothing. I mean, all meetings have purpose, don't they?
Not this one! And I'm just gonna fucking walk out.
Well, if that's how you
And like
feel.
slam the door behind me.
Jesus,
With
Lucy.
thaumaturgy.
Oh my god.
God.
She is on a rampage.
I'm just
Poison!
mad.
Sorry,
I
right
want
here!
my money.
I'm sorry.
You're purposely doing this to her. I can feel it.
Pepe love, she doesn't know.
Please, fear.
So, so yeah, you kind of storm out. The other guys, where are you guys walking from the abbey to wherever?
Where?
Well, we would have headed in the direction of the blacksmith because I assume Elusive would have
Yeah.
told
Okay.
us.
You guys barely make it halfway there before Elusive makes it out of the abbey. She really just kind of tore through that shit. But
Speed run strats.
Kai and Kulon and Half, what's going on in the old clanking tank? Tank and
Well,
clanks.
Kai's like, she's outside. She got a little hot, so she's outside, and she's just waiting for Elusive.
I'm losing my
Okay.
absolute mind looking at what other weapons they have. Like, I'm not gonna buy anything, but I'm having a hell of a fun time.
Oh,
Clank's just there,
there's
like, showing all the wares.
things that Half would know how to use. There's a quarterstaff that one of the ends is basically spring loaded and lets you pole vault pretty
Mhm.
much a certain distance. There's just a whole bunch of stuff. It looks like as you're looking at it, it looks like the dwarf is the best like metal worker, so he'll like make the actual base weapon, and then you've got the gnome modifying everything.
I love these two. And their shop. Can I test out that quarterstaff? See how high I can jump?
Sure.
Oh hell yes.
Roll me an acrobatics check just to see if you can like hold on. Yeah. You catch yourself before you hit the ceiling. You weigh like nothing.
Oh fuck. Sorry. Just apologize.
But yeah, like you fall and catch yourself. It stings your feet a little bit, but like it's That's pretty powerful.
This shit is cool.
I do try. So, anything, and just for my sake and for my colleague's sake, what is our price range that we're working with today?
I'm more window shopping right now.
Okay.
Really sorry about that. Kinda wasted my money on a loot I don't know how to play.
Well, it happens, you know. Aspirations are the fall of many ambitious men.
Yeah, you're right. This stuff is really cool though.
Thank you.
I've
I've put a lot of work into it.
You know, I'll let the other monks I know about this place. Maybe they'll come buy stuff too.
Well, more patrons are always welcome. So, in the future, if you were to come across money, if I were to see you with your pockets a little bit more full, what would you be interested in? And he kind of looks at Kulon. Would you be interested in anything as well?
Oh. He looks up from his plant, like, totally distracted. He's like, huh?
Yeah, we have all these clever contraptions in here. Didn't know if you were interested in one or two.
Alright. Pitch me something. Istis wanted me here, so...
If you were unfortunately to come across someone who wished to do you ill, how
That's
would
most people.
well, I mean, unfortunately these days, how would you handle it? How would you fight? How can I aid you in your fight against those who wish to do you ill?
I produce some seeds and I hand them to him.
Huh. What does this do?
Here, throw it at something. Not a person.
Oh, okay. And he just kind of like lobs it, and it flings, and you know the spell. And he, that's that's new. I like that. So
I can also conjure a weapon, but yeah. I'm a little bit magic-y.
No, that's great. I actually might have something to augment that. Let me check real quick. He goes to that same desk and opens up the bottom drawer and pulls out like this weird looking metal pipe in a Y shape, and he grabs this very odd substance. It looks like a wire but thicker, and it stretches.
Huh.
And he now I don't have this ready yet, but I am inspired, and if I'm inspired, I will complete it. So if you want to come back tonight, towards the close of business hours, I will hopefully have you a pitch.
All right. Yeah, I can do that. I can pencil you in.
Excellent. I look forward to it.
I am worth inspiring, you know.
Tank, clear my schedule. Yep. Okay. Cancel nothing. Anything else? Nope. That's it.
Oh, he's
Thanks,
my
hon.
Favorite.
And he just kind of goes back to it. Sorry. Oh. I've got to go to my think tank. And he like lifts up the top of his desk a little bit. Like you can see that it's kind of the top of the desk is much like a whatchamacallit, like an architect's
A drafting table.
Yeah, that's the one. Drafting table. I couldn't brain. And like
Amazingly, my brain is actually working.
he
I
lifts
got
that
fuller
up and then
and drafting table.
reaches inside and hits a button, and the entire thing just starts to descend a little bit. He goes, "I'll see you when you're back. If you have any more questions, please ask the big man. He's smarter than he looks, I promise."
I trust him with my life.
I love this diss on what I assume are husbands.
You don't know.
Please,
I don't know.
say their husband.
And he just kind of goes, Don't mind him. He's
Thanks for the love.
he's a bit difficult to deal with if you don't know.
He
But
seems
really, if there is
great.
anything, just let me know. Until then, kung, kung.
Alright, I'm gonna go find elusive. I'm
Alright.
having a good
I'm
time
gonna
though.
pencil this in.
Yeah, I'm penciling this place in. I'm keeping it in my memory.
So Gob and Sif. So Sif has the money, right?
They both have the money,
They split it both ways.
but Elusive doesn't know that.
But that's what the lady told me.
She
No.
said that Gob took the money. That
She said that
we have.
yeah,
as a
they
unit.
have the money.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, do you have my cut?
Did they not have anything for you?
No, she said that they'd already given you guys the money. You
Well,
two.
Gob gave me 10.
Mm-hmm.
I'll count out 5 gold for her. Just hand it over.
Okay.
How much is this? How much do you need?
Well, I mean, the guy wants 60 gold after I give him my short sword. So.
How much do you have?
Nuts. I have a good. After Sif gave me that, I have a good 7. Or a good 12.
I'm gonna cough over 60 gold. Really?
Alright.
Yeah.
Kai doesn't have to use anything. Okay.
Wait,
Gob,
60?
Sugar
Mhm.
Mommy
Yep.
confirmed.
Okay.
Okay. But like
thanks,
10 of
Gob.
that is elusive.
I'm gonna like kind of scuttle.
So it's more
Not
like-
that she knows.
She doesn't know that.
God just steals everything. I'm gonna like scuttle over to the blacksmith shop and like go back down.
I'm immediately
Okay.
back on your back. Once I see you, I'm there.
Just latch on.
Mhm.
Kai's just laughing at elusive.
Like a little
Oh, this
koala.
place is cool.
Oh, it's hella cool. You should go down there. They got some cool stuff, and I'm poor, so.
I'm gonna like slide
Well, I
down
just
the
gave all my money to Elusive, so.
I mean, good for you. She's gonna get a very good rapier for her. I'm happy with my
Do
hammer.
I believe Gob when she says it was all her money?
Roll
Does
insight.
any of us?
Everybody roll an
I'm
insight.
doing
Oh,
It
guidance.
was
as
more of
well.
like a general all, like, clearly it wasn't all. I'm not trying to
Oh.
lie.
I was just curious, just knowing our dynamic. This wasn't like everyone go see if she's lying.
It was
No,
it was
Everyone's side-eyeing Gob.
you kind of look at her and she goes, "That was like all my money," and you know she's being a little sarcastic, but you don't know like,
How?
what exactly
Okay.
that means. Yeah, like just a little sarcasm, not necessarily like.
That's all I needed to know.
Didn't she have like 100 coin from that one man?
100? If I had 100 coin, I wouldn't be here.
Okay. Okay. God just goes back to leaning against the building, arms crossed, you know, that edgy meme style.
Alright. But I'm gonna go down the stairs again and talk to the gnome? Question mark?
Where did I say this was?
I don't know.
God, I don't
Tanking
think you
points.
did.
Cantankery? Okay. Good. I'm gonna put it right here.
I like that you put the full
Yeah, I like
scratched
that
out
too.
name.
Tanking clinks, tang, lankery, clang, tankery, cantakery.
It's like they were trying to figure out a ship name and they're like, shit.
Clankery, Tankery. No, that's not Cantankery. There we go. But yeah, so you guys are being led back to the Cantankery, and yeah, Elusive. You just kind of here it is. It's a shack, and you guys go in, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kai stays up.
Gonna
I'm koalaing Elusive.
enthusiastically scoot down the stairs
Just to
And
see
then
where I put my money.
hold out a coin
If
purse.
Kulon and Half are walking out of the establishment, you guys meet like on the bridge.
I'm telling
on the
you, I
walkway.
am on Aloof's back again.
Yep.
I see
Okay.
her and I koala.
And yeah, you guys go down and the spiel starts again. Welcome to Tank and Clank. Oh, it's you guys. Oh, new people. Welcome to Tank and Clank's Clank Clan Tankery. Welcome. It's good to meet you. I'm Clank. This is Tank. I'm just
Oh.
grabbing some stuff before I go back down. Forgot some tools. So please talk to Tank. Goodbye. Yeah. Once again, hits the button and starts to slowly descend as he's like working and occasionally looks up at you guys and looks back down at his work. And Tank just, hey, how's it going?
Elusive, just out of breath.
I'm gonna like kind of give me the rapier.
Alright, he said, what was it,
Dumps out her
75?
piggy bank.
And then I was gonna trade in my short sword to make it like 60. That's what the gnome said.
I believe the man said 65, but roll persuasion.
He said 60.
Yeah,
I'll throw
he
it
said
all on
65.
Bo. Please.
Throw
No.
it at your longbow.
65.
I'm giving Elusive guidance.
Okay.
So you get to roll
I
an
don't
extra
need
1d4. I mean, you might. You don't know.
Yeah, this dude could be super unpersuaded.
Yeah, but 60, sure. Why not? That's first time you know, whatever, to draw and repeat business. I don't know the whole jargon. I just make the weapons. But yeah, no, 60's great. Here you go.
All
Sure.
that for a drop of blood.
What does that do exactly?
What the rapier?
Yeah, you were
it
pretty
says something
excited about it.
Okay,
poison.
so I can put a liquid in this vial, and I kind of like pull out the vial, right? And then
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, the empty
the
vial is
was included.
the empty vial is in there right now.
I pull out the vial, and I'm gonna like I motion it, and I say I can put liquid in this.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna like take up my water skin from my bag, like kind of drip some water into it, right?
Yeah.
Put it back in the handle, and then like kind of unsheath the rapier, and like water is gonna drip from it, right? Or
Yeah,
can-
so you kind of like fling out the like you just kind of like whoosh, swipe it, and sure enough the fuller is partially filled with water, and you see it kind of seep into the more porous metal that it's made out of.
Does it
Yeah.
stay like confined within the fuller, or is it like actively dripping?
It looks like whenever you fling it, it has about enough force to get it close to the tip of the blade, or like at least halfway down, and then whatever liquid is in the fuller, if it just sits there for a second or two, it starts to kind of seep in slowly.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
So you want to put poison in that?
I know
whatever I
someone
want,
who
really.
could do that.
Reality
that I
can be
could.
whatever I want.
I can fill it with sody pap.
What if you filled it with a healing potion?
Oh.
2 billion IQ. Oh my god.
2 billion IQ god gamer.
Lifeline Pro.
You just stab him to heal him. Okay, this is gonna really suck, but I need you to hold still for half a second. Just stab him in the shoulder.
I know
Like,
how
ow,
to curate
what the
this
fu-
move.
Oh, hey.
Reverse.
I feel so
like,
much better.
Reverse blood draw.
Tank just kind of goes, "Hey, I made the rapier. I can't tell you about the whole fiddling that little man down there did, but when he gets like this, he's kind of hard to disturb. So if you want to come back later, he said he'd probably be what did he say? Into business hours, I think. I'm sure he can explain, using that a little bit better. But he's really excitable whenever, he can show off his gadgets. So I think he glossed over the how-to manual, if you will.
Right.
So I'm not.
We'll come
proficient in
back
this weapon?
later.
Or
You're proficient in the rapier, you just don't know how to use the
activate
mechanics of it.
my stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe I need to make like 175 gold.
I can't believe I keep running out of gold. I'm just taking money
Is
from
it
people.
175 gold? I thought he said 100 for it. For
He-
I said 175.
Oh,
Did you?
yeah.
I'm a fool.
75.
My brain
for the,
stopped after pulling forward drafting table.
75 for the actual tinkering, tinkering from Clank's Cantankery, but he said he had to get someone to enchant it with something more powerful than just like hold this thing together. So.
I'm gonna take out the bag that fucking what's his face Elian gave us with the
Mhm.
markers, and I'm gonna ask Tank was it if he knows anything about it and how much it's worth.
I mean, they look fancy, but I don't know how much they'd be worth. I do metal mostly. I don't do crystal or gems or whatever the fuck these are. They
Do
look
you
nice
know
though.
Where I could sell these, perhaps?
Probably a jeweler's store, I would guess. I don't know.
I've got to go to the bathroom. I'm sorry.
Alright.
Right, time to hop on Gob's shoulders.
You guys can continue, just,
I mean, I think there's one up the road somewhere, but it's I'm not really the jewelry type.
Yeah,
Outside
yeah.
the stuff that I made, and he holds up his hand, and you see a metal ring on one of his fingers, and you see kind of like a not crudely hammered out, but it's a very basic shape with geometric patterns kind of hammered into it on a medallion that is hanging from his neck,
Oh,
and everything
those
else is
are-
kind of functional.
Those are very, very nice.
Thanks.
Same.
I'll be heading on my way. Thanks for the
Yeah,
stuff.
anytime. Hey, if you guys want to bring me some brew or coffee or something next time you come in, I'd really appreciate it. By the end of the day, I'm usually dragging. I'll
You got it, dude.
reimburse you for your fines, but
Do you want a lemon square?
you got one?
I have 12 of them.
Well, hell yeah, hit me up, man.
How many you want?
Give me one.
I give him a lemon square.
Thanks, smaller man. I appreciate it. That's very generous of you.
Anytime.
Yeah. These are small. I should have asked for 2.
I slip him 2 more.
No. It was my mistake. You keep your lemon square.
Is this while you're on my shoulders?
I sense a budding friendship.
I'm putting my hand up with a grabby motion.
Do you also want a lemon
Well, a
square?
grabby motion. He's not
Hey,
that
like,
far above you.
He forced you forced the lemon square back into his hand. Probably. I'm assuming that half would. No, it's yours. Take it. I don't. Here you go. And he hands it to Gob.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now
He is having to like reach way up though. You reach up and he just kind of like tugs on your elbow and just like there you go. Because he is in fact a dwarf.
We need to get more smaller people in this party. I'm tired of all these tall dudes.
Hey, you like adventuring?
Yeah, do you want to adventure?
No,
That
I've
was
got all
not-
the
that was-
adventure I need right here underwater for some fucking reason.
Under the sea.
Not to be invasive or anything, but are you and the gnome like married or what's the tea?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah! I offer a high five.
Yeah. And he points to the ring and goes, yeah, I made them. I think that's kind of why I wear it. It'd be stupid just to wear a ring, right?
Yeah. I show off my wedding ring too.
It's very lovely.
Is the ring? I'm gonna turn to Kai. Is Kai with us?
Kai's still outside, she said.
Oh
yeah,
fuck.
she
Just
got
chilling.
overwhelmed by the heat.
Who's standing closest to Kulon? I don't know. Fucking someone. Because Kulon's just gonna whisper to whoever's nearest, being like,
Probably Zaxis if you're in the back.
one
like,
of the
story.
dragons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Zaxxas is in the back.
Out of your peripheral vision, it's hard to tell which one's which.
Kulon colorblind. Dragon's all
Hey, Snipsis.
Kulon's colorblind? Since when?
Since I
Since
was
now.
born, bitch.
That's very interesting for the most colorfully dressed person in the entire party to be colorblind.
Why do you think he
I
dresses
love
like
it.
that? You can't tell what he's wearing.
He gets his color vision restored and he's like, oh god, I've been wearing this?
Yeah, exactly.
I want this to happen now.
Alright, it's
Set the
canon. He's
wheels in
colorblind.
motion.
Alright.
He's just gonna whisper to the dragons, being like, "So wait, are rings like a thing when you're married?"
Couldn't tell you.
Traditionally.
Oh, when do you get it?
Couldn't tell you.
Obtain the
Usually,
ring.
usually some people like a ceremony, but some people it's just like when you two are like, you're gonna be together forever. You get it.
That bitch didn't get me a ring.
I like that Kulon's asking the not married person about marriage.
People, even.
Kulon's not gonna interrupt a conversation.
You're having your bonding moment with Tank.
And Gob, she's there
And
too. She's the middleman.
Tank and half and also Gob is there.
Gob is tired of hearing of marriage and is gonna start walking out and being like, bye, see ya.
I'm on your back. This is fine though.
Let's go. I want to sell these.
Let's go, girls.
Oh, I need to sew my extra rope. Thanks, Gob, for reminding me.
Alright. So, where are you guys going? To the jewelers?
Yeah.
The jewelry.
Alright. Sure enough, like right up the road, there's Sack and Sons.
Sack and Sons. Can I get a spell?
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
thank you.
Interesting.
I see.
What is Sack and Sons again?
You've
The
conditioned
jeweler
me
Jeweler.
to just
Oh,
pick
jeweler.
apart every name and see if it's just randomly generated or if it's some sort of joke.
I mean, feel free to draw whatever conclusions you want. My
don't-
naming schemes are my naming schemes.
I absolutely will. God.
The enigma of God's minds.
Can Kai is like following out. She's tired of the heat. It gets to her.
Yep. The six of them emerge.
Okay.
Elusive, mostly probably fiddling with the rapier.
Let's
Kinda,
get
you know,
these
taking-
gems appraised.
Taking the fuller out and then like putting it back in, like just kind of fidgeting with it.
Well, no, you it's actually like you put the vial inside of the handle.
Yeah.
Like the hand guard moves away, like rotates away, and it reveals a small little chamber, kind of like a gun chamber, like a.
Yeah, I'm just like taking that out, like kind of like let me find it.
I'm imagining like pneumatic tubes, kind of.
Yeah, kind
Just
of.
like a little sliding door, kind of
Yeah.
like that.
Ow.
And then whenever it closes up, like you can hear the liquid shaking, and whenever you shake it out with enough force, it comes out onto the blade itself.
Man, I wish I had a gif of it, but like, I don't know. I was just trying to like fiddle with it, or like just
Yeah. No, you kind of get how it works, but you don't know what kind of liquids it works with. If that makes sense. Or like what it does whenever the liquids are absorbed. So, but yeah, so you guys make it to Sack and Sons, a little tiny mom and pop jewelry
War
store.
crimes.
You walk in and like a younger teenager, kind of, hey, welcome. Can we help you out at all?
I'm looking to see how much these are worth, and I show him one of the military markers.
Oh, okay, yeah. Here, just kind of pop it on right here. Let me get my tools, and he kind of reaches back and gets a little leather sack and pulls out the classic little jeweler's eyepiece, and picks one up and just kind of looks at it and goes, oh, okay. Hey, Dad, can you? I'm not sure about what. And Dad kind of walks over and picks it up and looks puzzled. Just kind of.
I assume
Alright.
Dad is Sec and the son is Sons.
I mean, like, looking around, you see two more children,
Yeah.
essentially. Like, one of them's a little older than the one that you walked up to. One of them's probably 2 or 3 years younger. But they're all walking around the same kind of bluish apron over their clothes. And he walks over and goes, "That's kind of weird, isn't it? Looks kind of like a." Oh, of course. Son, look here. If you, I'm sorry. He's got some things to learn. This is actually a little bit.
Every moment's a learnable moment.
But here, if you want to look at if you look at the structure right here on this cut, you'll see that it's actually shaped. Actually, I'll let you figure that out. Why don't you take these over there to that corner, and I'll help the customers while you look at the rock. He goes, okay, and he just kind of like scoots everything over, and he goes, hi, how can I help you?
Well, I was just wondering how much those were worth.
Well, the one that I saw looked like a relatively flawless white sapphire. So, with that intricate of carving, it's very niche, but it's Do you mind if I ask where you came about those pieces?
From Palmies. We got them from a weird magic commander guy named Elian.
We're friends with his legates.
Legate.
That
That's in game.
Leave that alone. He's chilling on their shoulders. He's too high.
actually explains a lot. See, at my store, I could probably sell these back if I can ever find a buyer for it. I could probably sell those back for 100 gold each. But it's gonna be on my shelf for a really long time if we do buy it, and so I'm willing to give you about I don't know, 25 gold per piece.
How many are in the bag?
10. I don't know, I mean, if you want, you can try and find a buyer for them, but it might take a while. It might take a while for me, and I've got to stand for it. So if you want, you know, I'll have to look them over more thoroughly as well, because that is for a little store that's quite an investment. But they're a unique piece, and I think they would need a unique buyer.
I'm fairly certain that Elian mentioned these were worth quite a lot more than what you're saying to me right now.
How much did he say they were worth?
How about 50 gold apiece?
And before we start this whole process, let's roll a persuasion check.
Oh god.
Boy.
Come on, Gob. You
Guy-
have a tiny man on your shoulder. How are you gonna fuck this up?
Oh god.
She's got her bartering face on.
Oh, hun.
Didn't you say guidance? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that guidance could help it out that much.
I think that you're trying to take me for a ride, if I'm being quite honest, because even if someone had a buyer lined up, 50 gold might be what they would pay for it. So I can go up to 27 per. That's, you walk out of here with 270 gold, roundabout. Hey, but how many are in there? There's 11. All right, so you walk out of here with almost 3. And I've got a piece to sit on my shelf for probably 6 months. Sell it back. Make a little bit of gold on my end, but it's taking up shelf space. It's just in the store. I can do 27.
Comes gonna scratch her chin and be like, alright. Too tired to complain.
I understand that, and I'd love to help you out more, but I've got to make a living too. My sons need.
That's fair.
Yeah. You know what? Here's just. And he walks back to a locked box, and he opens it up and puts a few coins in a sack and goes, we'll call it an even 30 platinum. There you go.
Thank you.
All right.
Hi, is
but
the whole party here at the jewelry shop?
and before he lets go of the sack, he goes, "Hey, you've been looking at that for a while, right? Yeah? You see any flaws on those sapphires? They're sapphires? Hold on. Yeah, 1 second. I'm just gonna check I'm not doubting their quality, but I'm gonna go ahead and check. But I'm just gonna hold on to this until, and he goes back and just kind of stands there and looks at these pieces, the very intricately shaped, weird warboard pieces that Elian gave you, and eventually he comes back and goes, "Yeah, no, I figured they were fine, but there's 300 gold. You mind if we just, take the set?"
Yeah.
All right.
Do I believe him in saying they're sapphires?
Roll an insight.
Bonk.
Oh.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
He didn't seem to be lying about that. So, can I help you with anything else? Are you interested in a purchase with your newfound wealth?
Nope, we're good. See you later.
Oh, okay. God, just
I'm
watch
gonna-
Gob leave. She's interested.
I'm gonna hand 4 of the platinum pieces to everybody, and
Oh,
I'll give an extra one to have who's on my shoulder.
Oh, thank you. How much is platinum to gold? I don't know.
10 gold.
10 gold.
That's
Wait.
40 gold.
Wait, so that's 4 platinum person, right?
4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
we got 40 gold.
Mm-hmm.
If you
I
convert
got
it.
50.
Okay, hang on. I can do that.
Now
It's
Gob.
It's all multiples of 10, guys.
Yeah.
Don't look at me.
This isn't the U.S. This isn't the imperial system, guys.
10 copper equals a silver, 10 silver equals a gold, 10 gold equals a platinum.
Okay, I'm failing math. What do you want from me?
What?
Wait.
It's multiples of 10.
Wait, what the
And
heck?
what of it?
What's an EP?
Those are Electrum. We don't talk about them.
Oh. Okay.
We don't speak of those.
God, can I go find a general store to sell my extra rope, please?
God coins.
Can
Sure.
Thanks. Can I also sell my loot?
We'll take that, and we'll take that for a silver.
The loot?
The loot
Sorry,
or my,
what?
my rope?
Oh, the rope.
The rope.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Just toss that
Alright.
25 on the table.
Yep. They grab it and flick you a silver.
Now can I interest you in this loot?
This is the loot that's like a holophoner, kind of
Yeah.
minor,
my
very
fancy
minor
loot.
illusions.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it looks pretty.
It does minor illusions.
Give you 5 gold for it. Oh, it's magic? Ooh. I'm sorry, we don't... I don't keep the cash on hand for buying and selling magic items. That's a business we don't have security for.
Ah, I see.
But I appreciate it. Looks cool.
Cool. Do you know anyone who might have the business for buying and selling magic items?
Casco.
I'm not going back to Casco.
I'd like to make a return. The loot did not perform as promised.
It's been barely used.
For something like that, you might have to go, I don't know if they'd have anything or be interested in anything, but Liquid Lightning, the shop, about 4 blocks down.
Liquid lightning.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
They have some magic things in there. I don't know if they'll take that, but it's worth a shot.
Alright, I'm going to Liquid Lightning. My last
I'm just
resort is
carrying half around wherever he orders I go.
He's just pointing and Gob follows.
my last resort is attempting to make a return at Casco.
So wait, what is everyone else doing right now?
Kai wanted to search the jewelry store.
Okay.
She's
I'm just
fucking
keeping
robbing
an
it.
eye out as we're walking around.
I'm just gonna wander
Shady
around town.
types.
Be chilling.
So so who is where? We got Kai and the jewelry store in Sack and Sons.
I'll wait outside for Kai.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
I kind of want to go check out the magic shit.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So I guess I'm
Even
following.
more magic items.
I'm following the carrying duo.
I'm
Okay.
with them as well.
All right. So your Sif is with Kulon and Half going to
Kulon and Half and
Liquid
Gob.
Lightning. Okay.
And where is Elusive?
Where is Elusive?
She's doing her own thing.
I'm wandering around town, like
Okay.
actually on my own.
Elusive,
Okay.
please.
Elusive,
You're gonna
be
get robbed.
safe, sister.
And what of it?
You
I'll
just
pull
got
out-
flat.
Oh, what?
What-
Who
who
got
got
snatched?
yeeted?
Who got snatched?
Kai?
Kai?
No.
To be fair,
Oh.
Kai does have the shield, and we all left her.
I thought
Oh,
Elusive.
Hey,
I think
no,
Elusive-
Got a
I'm
vision problem over
outside.
here.
I'm waiting
Kai
for Kai.
does have the shield.
I've been waiting for Tay to be like, all right, and
yeah,
as you're doing
that's why
this,
I was saying I was keeping an eye out for shady types because I thought Elusive had it.
No, Kai.
No,
Mhm.
we said Kai had it earlier.
I thought you said Elusive had it, so clearly I was mistaken.
Kai's gonna get robbed and we fail our
He's gonna
mission.
get murdered.
Kai's gonna
Oh.
get
End of
fucking
campaign.
kidnapped.
Zach's just gonna have to go snatch her and run.
I just want to sell my loot to become a scorpion from Mortal Kombat. Okay, is that too much to ask?
Fucking
How
hell.
much was that?
175. I have 51 gold.
You know, theoretically. No. No, wait, no, I can't.
What was the theoretics?
I was gonna be like, well, I have like 70 for 80 gold. But I was like, I already gave you money for
yeah,
that loot earlier.
you already gave me money. I gotta give like you 5 gold back. It's a whole thing. I do want to be a yo-yo man.
Yeah, I can.
Oh hey God,
Just
welcome
kept
back.
on going.
The fuck happened in
You
that
just-
shop?
You just come back to
Oh.
Yo-Yo Man.
It's a new party
Oh.
member.
Kai got robbed. Oh shit.
Guy's fucking dead.
Shit, Kai's actually
Kai
dead.
found dead in Miami.
Honestly, I'm scared.
Kai's in the Feywilds now.
Oh
Oh
no.
god.
I'm gone. I
Not this
sorry.
again.
Kai's dead.
Oh,
Oh,
what?
Oh Jesus Christ!
Jeez, I got so scared.
I don't feel so good.
God, I don't feel so good.
Thank you, Tay.
And everybody else, well, pretty much everyone else that is not just wandering around. You guys go to you kind of walk down the few blocks, and sure enough, about 4.5 blocks away is a little tiny store, a little tiny bazaar with a little plaque in front of it that says "Liquid Lightning."
Alright, I bring my posse in to seem more intimidating.
Sure enough, there's several like very interesting plant cultures that are bundled up and on shelves. There's little glass vials of glittering liquids. They're just
Quick
all kinds
question,
of-
just for funsies.
Mhm.
How low did Gob have to duck to get this absolute unit in through the door?
Got 2 extra feet on her, you know how it is.
I mean, it was about 2 feet. Yeah.
Oh no, I reloaded the page.
Oh no. But
Oh,
Yeah, you walk in and there's ambient music. It's very soothing. And it's just a nice little trinkets and stuff.
Cool. Is there a counter I can go up to? Do I see anyone walking around that looks like they work here?
Yeah, there's someone behind a desk just kind of watching as everyone browses the store.
Oh, cool, cool, cool. I pat Gob's shoulder and I point over there.
Okay. I'm going over.
And the woman kind of turns around and goes, "Hi, welcome to Liquid Lightning. Can I help you out?"
Oh God.
Hmm?
That was in
Seems like
character,
she
by the
done
way.
something.
I don't know if that Haps was in character, but mine was.
No, that was just me.
Is there anything in particular you're looking for? I'd love to help.
You know, I'm in the market of selling this magic loot.
How interesting. Let me call a manager over, because I don't have the authority to purchase wares, but if there's anything that I can help you look for, please let me know. And she kind of goes over to the counter and rings this bell that you don't hear actually ring. And a middle-aged woman, looks like she's half elf, question mark.
She's got ears. They're pointy.
She walks out. Well, I mean, you can't see the ears. Her hair's pulled back over her ears. And kind of walks out and goes, "Hi, welcome to Liquid Lightning. Can I was informed that I was needed outside."
I'm really about to just go back to Casco. Hey, I'm in the market of selling this loot.
Oh, what an interesting offer. Here, do you mind if we take a look at it before we express any interest in purchasing your wares?
Oh, of course. And then I offer the loot to her.
Okay, thank you so much. I will be back shortly. And just kind of walks behind the counter and then opens the back door and disappears for a little bit. And the first lady at the desk goes, "Hi, now while we wait, would you be interested in any of these tinctures or any sage to burn or any naturalistic remedies for any ailments you may have? We have quite a few. If you don't mind telling me what you're interested in, I can help you look for it forthright. Or you can look for it yourself. Just browse. It's a wonderful store."
You got anything sneaky like?
Well, I don't know what you mean by sneaky, but if you would elaborate, I would love to help you out.
Just some to help, sneak around.
You know.
Well, as a company policy, we do not encourage sneaking around. However, we do have some things that may make you a little bit more elusive to others' eyes, if you so needed. Are you interested more in clothing or our elaborate array of tinctures and potions?
Potion.
Okay. Then yes, we may have something that can help you out, or a few somethings, in fact. Well, I know that you said potions, but, and I want you to hear me out on this one. This is a very interesting one that I think we're actually almost out of this one in stock, but it is a powder, and she kind of reaches behind the counter this time and scoops something into a little tiny bag and ties it off. It says, see this powder, it may not help you avoid, well, it probably does. I don't know. I don't sneak around very much, but it how do I explain? It allows the shadows to kind of follow you. I guess it pulls attention away. It's a very what did she call? I'm sorry. I need to consult the manual. I'll be right back. And she kind of goes back and pulls out this huge tome and flips through it. Says,
Can you ask for a test sample? I whisper to Gob.
Just let her
It's a pass without a trace. That's what the spell's called. I'm sorry, I couldn't think of it.
Oh.
It's a powdered. Whenever you sprinkle this in the air, it functions as a spell known as pass without a trace.
Oh, I know that one.
Oh.
That's a
Let's.
fun one.
How much for this powder?
This powder in this size, and she holds up a little tiny. Basically, it could hold one set of dice, and she for this bag filled, it would be about 50 gold, and it would be roughly 3 uses.
See, I already have a friend who can do that.
Oh well, that's
So
very
I'm gonna
convenient.
have to pass.
Oh no, that's wonderful. That means that you may be more interested in some of our other things, like this little potion right here. And she holds up what looks like an empty glass.
What is this? What is this?
Can I tell
Well?
if it's actually empty?
Roll a perception check.
Bonk.
I forgot Sif was here, to be honest.
And you can see that she's kind of like just ever so slightly swirling whatever is in here. You don't see anything, but you do hear it sloshing a little bit.
Gotcha.
That's just an empty bottle.
Oh no, it's not. I'm sure. Here, if you want to, just listen. And she holds it up to your ear, and sure enough, you hear it sloshing around a little bit.
Mhm.
It's actually a potion of invisibility.
Oh. Now that
Which-
piques my interest.
This potion, unfortunately, since it is a potion, it is to be used on one person, and this is the standard dose. But for 50 gold, it will allow you to be invisible for up to an hour.
For 50 gold.
Yeah, we did have to take time enchanting it with a spell.
I'll
It's
take it.
very okay. Here you are.
50 gold. Actually, I'll just put the 5 plat pieces that I got from
Okay.
jeweler on the table.
Yeah, that works.
Here.
Is there anything else that you would like, or are you more interested in sneaking around for reasons
No,
that I
no.
don't want
This is good.
Okay, well,
We're throwing a surprise party. That's
well,
mhm.
wonderful, because we do actually have party decorations here in the back.
Oh, I'm good.
But
We've got
about
party
this time,
blowers that are enchanted with thaumaturgy, so they sound even louder.
Is she paid by commission or?
and she's starting to head back there, and you see the manager coming out from the counter, and she sets the loot down and says, "Well, I would love to purchase your loot. However, there is a little bit of a hurdle that we have to get over, and that is the fact that we don't sell this item here. It is not in our catalog, and none of our employees are trained on using it as well, so there's no way to demonstrate exactly what it does. But I would love to purchase it, and we can find a... well, I mean, it'll... I can purchase it for a little bit of a reduced price and find a middleman to find the home for it.
Find its forever home.
And what price would that be?
Well, considering these go for retail, I believe for about 50 gold, most likely. I would be willing to purchase it for 25 if I didn't have to find the middleman. So I'm willing to purchase it for 18 gold right here and right now.
I look over at Gob. Like, what do you think?
No. She's trying to scam you.
Oh, I see. Alright, take the Luke back, let's leave.
We're taking this. Thank you for the
Okay,
potion. You've been very lovely. Goodbye.
Have a wonderful day. Come see us again. Yep. So, after there, elusive. You, while you're walking around, where do you go?
I'm gonna visit. Ow, my fucking eye! I just lifted my phone up and hit my eye.
Oh, elusive.
I'm gonna walk by the barracks of the army of the Amherst.
Okay, yeah, no, you
I'm gonna walk like.
well, I mean, the Amber Mist militia, the militia is was what they were created as. You know that
Right.
it's actually like uh, basically like, I mean, Serranos is smaller than Pomis, but the Amber Mist militia is what they are what um Serranos has as opposed to Pomis's Plains Guard. They are located in the, once again, the military headquarters.
Right.
But you don't even like get to the gates, and you see some people that are familiar.
I'm gonna talk to my boys.
Yeah, they kind of call over. They're like, wait, is that can't elusive? Did you come? Oh, get over it! Like they just kind of walk over to you, and you recognize Doskin and Nylin.
Okay. Wait, what? Who?
You know, military guys.
Okay.
They weren't in your unit, but you did training with them.
Okay.
Yeah, they had a
So-
crush
Yeah, I
on
mean-
you. It's a whole thing.
How could I meet
Like,
anybody
they're
from my
just
unit?
they were just kind of there, you know.
Yeah. I'm just gonna like say hi. I don't know what else really. I didn't think I'd get this far.
What happened to you? Like, you just, I know that the whole thing happened. That really sucks. I'm sorry that, you know. But where'd you go? Like, it's been, I don't know how long it's been. It's only been half a year now, right? I think so.
I mean,
I mean, we saw her last fall. It was just 6 months, something like. It sounds right to me. Sorry. What's been happening? Here, let's go hang out. We were actually about to go get some cider. If you wanna join us.
yeah, sure. I'll tag along.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's always good to see old friends, isn't it?
I suppose.
And they kind of lead you outside of the town. Say tell you, were you here whenever this place was open? They have they grew their own, you know, their own orchard, everything. They make all the apples. It's great. They even started selling to some of the bars, but it's just not the same. And they lead you up north out of the town. You walk by the stores that you've been going into pretty much all day, and like as they're walking out, they're just kind of catching up.
Yeah.
Basically saying like their new captain's a dick sometimes, and you know he can be a real tool, can he? Yeah, you know.
I mean,
whole talk.
it's used to that.
Yeah.
Almost of them are.
And then you guys get to the river, and they wave you on by with the few military guards that are just kind of watching the crossing. And then you walk along a little dirt path with some cute little signs put up that say the horse and apples.
Huh.
Right this way.
Okay.
And they go, yeah, it's this really nice place. Like, I've taken a few girls out here. You know, picking apples with the girls is always popular. It's always a fun time.
As if you get any woman.
Well, since you've been gone to stop tarnishing my name, finally get some action around
I
here.
suppose I've been slacking.
Well, hopefully you can change that. It's right up here. Did we have a reservation, Nyland? Did you call ahead? Because I sure did. No. Well, fuck. I hope they have some seats open. If not, I guess we can just pick some apples until they do, right? That's the thing. They just kind of like are bickering amongst each other, and yeah, they lead you up to this cute little tavern thing in the middle of nowhere. It's like a nice little cottage feel, but it's much larger. The building is actually much larger than a regular cottage, you would say. And it appears to be like a relatively fine dining establishment. And they have just barrels of cider, whether it's decorative or not. There's all kinds of barrels and crates of apples everywhere.
Holy shit, this is a lot of cider.
Well, it's kind of what they do.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, table for 3, please. You got, yes, we do. It's right over here inside. Would you like a booth or a table? And they just kind of look at each other and just like, elusive. What you want?
table.
All right, right over here then, and leads you to a nice candlelit area of the restaurant, and sits you down, and immediately comes over with some glasses of water, and really like kind of has a very nice feel to it. This whole place does. And they go, yeah, see, it's the best romantic spot in town, don't you think?
I guess so. I mean, I think the Horn Pub would be better. But
Eh, you would like the Horn Pub more than this. I forgot that. Man, I've missed you, Elusive.
yeah, it's been a while.
It's good to have you back. And as you guys walk over there, we'll kind of jump back. So, you guys that are shopping, the Liquid Lightning and other places. What's going on?
So, I have a question for Tay, and you're gonna hate it.
Yep.
They got a bookstore.
Oh god, not again.
I mean, they do.
Oh?
I'm
The
making my
old
way back to
west.
Kai,
Oh, okay. Hi, Gob.
You know, I'm with Gob on this journey.
and Sip
Oh,
is also with us.
Hey, just letting you know, Zaxxas was outside waiting for you, in
Oh,
case you forgot.
I did. I'm sorry. Hi. Do you happen to know if there's a bookstore nearby?
Wait, are you asking that to me?
Yes.
I'm as new in town as you are, so...
Okay, but you have keener eyes than me, and you're smart, so I was hoping.
Everyone make a perception check.
I mean, roll an investigation check if you're wanting to try and find a place.
Yoink! Zoink scoop! She can smell the books.
Yeah, you find the Owl's Perch and Parchment.
Oh.
I love it.
Oh,
Ah.
I got the... There we go.
Owl perch and parchment. Okay.
Okay.
It's a little
Oh.
hole-in-the-wall book nook.
Oh, she loves it. I love it.
I'm gonna say before we get there, now let's try to not get kicked out this time.
So,
I learned my lesson.
as much as I want to roleplay this, we're running out of time real quick.
Yeah, no,
So,
I just want to buy like a
Yeah.
book.
Okay. What kind of book do you want?
Fictional story. Something, yeah, fictional story.
Okay. You find a book about a hero from the plains, and they're wielding a spear and shield as they charge into the mountains. That's the like first little bit that you read, and you go, I like it.
I like it.
Or I mean, I like how it's starting. I'll finish it. And if you're looking for a fictional story, that's the one.
Okay. You know what? Let's go.
Okay. So you purchase the book without a real title to speak of. The chapters all have titles, but the book itself does not have a printed title. And bring that up to the front, and for purchase or rent.
Purchase if possible, depending on the price.
Okay. Well, this book is going to run you about 6 gold.
You know what? Yeah, take it.
Okay. Well, enjoy it. It's a fun read.
69. I have 69 gold. That's 29.
Nice.
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 Thank you, Jay.
Mm-hmm. Let's put that on the map layer. There we go.
Small part of
And-
me says that Tay did that intentionally.
No, I didn't even look at her gold. That was the universe saying, "Nice."
Nice.
Nice.
Had to get a little bit
That's
of
the
nice
one.
before everything goes down Shit's Creek without a paddle.
I like Schitt's Creek. That's a fun show.
I haven't watched it yet, but
It's
it caught
really
my eye based solely on the name.
I've seen the
Oh,
it's-
movie without a paddle.
So you guys grab that, and the sun is starting to set as you're walking out of the bookstore.
Hey, Zaxxas, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you, like, sense anything, I don't know, magic? Like, I don't know, archaic, demonic?
So a
Well,
wide range.
That's a lot to cover.
Yeah.
Because I don't have any sense of magic in me, realistically, and I've seen you, you know, do your fireballs, and I don't know.
Tay, can I just do an Arcana check, like ignoring her shield?
Sure. Go ahead and do that. Also, Egg, if you want to look at the character sheet, I have opened up something that may be of interest to you.
Oh, let me get it at full screen so I can actually see something.
Okay.
Also, what can I do that?
Yeah, you can.
Cool, thanks.
Oh, sis.
Cool. So cool. Cool.
I don't know, God, you tell me.
And that's listed right here by your lay on hands. Which, by the way, you have 25 points left.
Hope. I'm torn between us getting there to Kai and just not being there in time
Count
for whatever
Strahd
the fuck
von
happens.
Zarovich.
Yeah, that's the main bad guy in a very, very popular module. But you go, hey, Zaxxas, can you like look for like undead or demons or archaic things? And you just kind of like, wait, can I do that? And you like kind of breathe a little bit, and you you kind of like open up your senses, and
Open your third
you know,
eye.
Zaxxas is he's good. He smells pretty sweet. This new sense that you have.
You're so
You
nice.
hear some nice angelic chords whenever you look at him.
Aw.
You're
but,
very nice, Axis, but you're not what I'm looking for.
You look around, and it's kind of chaotic because I don't think you've ever done this before.
Oh, no?
But like there's some like very similar to Zaxxas in the distance. For what this is, like in the distance you can hear like some nice chords, but then like there's some rotten smells just kind of coming from a few places. They're kind of scattered here and there. You don't notice any undead. You don't notice anything like that. It's just
No
kind of a
noxious
general,
odors.
general alignment check.
Anything? Okay, anything familiar or?
I think it's
Not really, no.
Okay. She just looks at Zaxxas and goes, I want to get to Kulon right now, please.
I think he went with the others.
You know where the others went by, perchance?
Yeah, just one of the shops.
Great. Okay. Well, I was at the jewelry store, yes, and I had a voice enter my head. All of a sudden, it wasn't of my own volition, you know.
Oh.
He said something about horse and apples after sunset, and you know, sunset's coming like really close, and I don't think I want to go alone.
Sure, we can go wherever.
I prefer have. Can we get? I don't know. I just don't like this.
Do you just want to find the others?
Yes, please.
Okay.
What's poppin', gang?
Hey. We come around the corner. What's up?
Yeah, I mean, the Liquid Lightning and the bookstore are not too far apart from each other, so it like you would probably like run into them as you're leaving.
You hear Gob just shouting, 18 gold!
That's a ripoff. We're leaving.
I think we found the others.
All right,
Yeah.
so who all is missing from this group outside of Elusive?
I don't
I
think,
think-
I
so.
think we're all
Yeah.
together now.
I was making sure, because 7's a lot. But so Elusive, whenever they're kind of reconvening, you're just getting your seat. And like the windows around this building are kind of glowing with that sunset glow.
Yep.
It's pretty pleasant. It's very clean. But your two friends are just kind of like, they immediately order like, can we get a pitcher? And
Okay.
they start drinking some cider.
I'll drink some as well, I suppose.
It's real fucking good. Like,
It's good cider, nice.
it's pretty sweet. It doesn't taste like it has a really, really strong aftertaste. It's just kind of
Yeah,
alcoholic apple juice. It's nice.
nice. Very
No,
nice.
it's alcoholic apple cider because
A little
it's
bit
cider.
of a. I mean, well, yeah, but like it's but it's got a little bit of a cinnamon aftertaste in there. It's not like a harsh
Ooh.
alcohol.
I want some.
And they're talking about it, and they order some food and have some bread for the table. And you guys just have a pretty decent meal, unless you want to talk about something specific.
Nah, I mean, no, not really.
They're just
I can't
basically
really
gonna
think of
ask,
anything.
like,
Yeah.
continue to ask, like,
Catch up.
yeah, what's been going on in your life? Like, we just been training and getting ready for this whole shit show that's about to happen.
Oh yeah. Winter is coming.
Winter is coming, Jon Snow.
You know
Well,
nothing
I mean-
elusive.
Pomis is trying to pull our forces over there, and we've got this whole
Yeah.
weird woods thing going on up to just at our border. It's fucking weird. I don't like it.
If you believe me, I
And quite
can't
frankly,
travel
All
between.
commanders need to get their shit in order.
Uh,
Talking with his mouth full.
yeah. I've seen some shit in the past few months. Some crazy shit. I went to the Feywild, guys.
Wait, no shit.
No shit. I walked into a tree and it teleported me to the Feywild.
That's fucking nuts. What the Why can't we do cool things, man? I don't know.
You just gotta get paid by the Abbey to go save somebody, and then you get put on a giant quest.
So, you're doing all that pro bono?
What does pro bono mean? I'm sorry.
It means for free.
I mean, mostly. I mean, I got paid by the Abbey, but now it's just pro bono. Yeah.
Shit. Drop a fork.
Gosh, your fork.
I know. It's on my flip flop. My shoe's all sticky. I mean, bro, you gotta get that marketing game up. You gotta if you're doing all this crazy shit, you gotta get paid for it. Someone's willing to pay for it. I guarantee you that.
I mean, I don't think people in the Feywild are very keen on the economic systems of the material plane, and the military isn't exactly looking for mercs. I don't think, especially one of my stature, of my history, I should say.
I don't know. I don't know if you're right about that one. Like, there's a bunch of shit about to happen. I'm sure they need all the swords they can get.
Oh, swords. Yo, that reminds me. I'm gonna kind of. I got this crazy ass rapier like a few hours ago. I kind of like slowly unsheath it, kind of like hidden, and like I kind of put it on the table, and then like I pull the thing out, like the foliage, and I pour some cider in it.
Oh my
What the
gosh.
fuck?
Yo, okay, watch this. And then I'm gonna like close the foliage, and then I'm gonna kind of point the rapier in like a direction where there's nobody.
Yeah, you still hear a as someone turns around and someone has drawn a sword, and
It's just a demonstration. I'm sorry.
please, for the sake of all the customers,
Yeah,
please,
yeah.
can you, man, please put
You
that
gotcha.
away? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, but it's cool as hell. Yeah, I sheath it.
Okay. Yeah, everything goes back to normal pretty shortly, but still a little tense in the restaurant.
Yeah, let me just flash my new Glock in the middle of a restaurant.
Right? Oh my god, yeah. Pretty much.
Hey, we're with Al Capone. Hey, check out my new fucking sword.
What are social cues? I don't understand.
That's nuts.
You're telling me I can't pull this sword out in the middle of a public event?
I'm saying you shouldn't. No, so are you guys walking or trying to find where this fucking place is, or?
I have no idea where Elusive is gone, so we're just kind of meeting up with Kai.
Okay.
I just know Kai said horse and apples, I think.
The hell is that?
She's nervous.
Is that what Kai said? Something
Yeah.
like that.
You have
Well,
to
I
ask her
guess.
about it.
I mean, we can ask around.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's like some sort of farm or like an ale place.
Wow, it's like you have cosmic insight. And sure enough, I'm gonna ask around for something about horses and apples.
Yeah, go ahead and just roll
Be so
a general
public about
charisma
it?
check.
Charisma check?
Yeah.
I will also give myself guidance.
Sif. Charisma.
Lord knows I'm gonna need it. Bonk.
Kai's not gonna ask around. She's too worried.
You walk around saying, do you know
I
where
can't be
horse
deal.
apples are? Horse apples?
Horse, apples, apple, horse and apples.
In a stable? I don't fucking know, dude. Get up. The hell? Just kind of like walking about their business.
Somebody could help me look.
I'll ask
Eventually.
around.
Okay, yeah.
I got this. Definitely don't fucking got this.
No, you are
You're
just
getting
flat out
even-
ignored. Like, people don't even look down.
Let me try.
Oh my god. He was about to say eventually. Oh no.
Wait, I just wanna.
Oh my god.
The party can't.
Oh my god.
I was
The
just
party
fucking
forgets how to people skills.
ignored. Everyone forgot people's skills. It's going.
I was
great.
literally just going off horse apples.
Oh, cool, huh?
You guys are fucking like Three Stooges in the middle, like horse and apples, and Kulon just kind of walks up to some people that are laughing and snickering. What do you think they're like talking about?
Kai's following Kulon, following his lead. I just rolled that to have a fun. Jesus, those rolls.
Yeah, but Kulon asks around a little bit, and someone knows, like, oh, my boyfriend took me on a great date. It's a wonderful little orchard just right across the river. Just this take this gate out of town, and once you cross the river, you shouldn't be able to miss the signs on the right, and give you very succinct directions to get there.
What?
Meanwhile, you three are like, anyone know about horses and apples? Like, in the middle of the street.
Kulon wants cider like real bad.
Mhm.
Cider? I heard cider.
Are you gonna corral us?
Yeah.
Or are you just gonna let this go on for like 30
Yeah.
more minutes?
I walk up to you guys and you're all still just like kind of doing your thing, and Kulon's just sort of watching, like, hey, so there's this place. I have an address.
I have.
What are you guys
distinct
doing?
GPS directions. I don't know. She
Remember-
said something about horse apples, and I was
Kulon
asking about
has a-
horse
Didn't
apples.
ask all of you,
Kulon-
just yell it out.
In canon, has a great sense of direction.
Yep.
He was destined him to
Thanks,
this.
Estes.
Yep.
And sure enough, with the confidence of Elian Longhunter, Kulon fucking heads off.
Kulon grabs Kai and then just starts walking.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, Kai follows like not even reluctantly. She holds his hand with the bear paw hand.
Yeah, of course he grabbed the bear beans.
Yeah,
Of course he did.
and she's okay with this.
Yep. So you guys go into to the horse and apples.
Yes.
Reluctantly,
Yeah.
Kai is holding onto your hand for life.
Okay. So we'll fast forward,
excited
and
for this cider.
shortly after after sun sets, you guys arrive at the horse and apples. And elusive, your meal, if you were eating, is coming to a close, and your friends are saying, "Well, we're gonna hang out here and have probably another pitcher or two. We got until the morning, so feel free to sit here." And then the door opens up, and your 6 friends walk in from behind.
I've got to head out, guys. I'll see you later.
Hey,
It's great to
Elusive!
catch.
Oh shit.
I jump off of Gob's shoulders and onto Elusive's shoulders.
My God. Acrobatics.
And,
Yeah, these are my new friends. They went to the Feywild as well.
oh well, if you guys want to have a seat, please feel free.
Oh my God.
We can order more pitchers.
Kai
more the
is
merrier.
reluctant.
Is there alcohol in
Hey.
this?
What?
Tay, is there cider on the table, like in a cup?
Yeah, it's in a pitcher,
All right.
like a half full
Kulon
pitcher.
is okay, but he's just gonna grab anyone's cup and just start drinking it.
Yeah. You, you just fucking grab Doskins and you grab Doskins' cup and he's like, hey, what the fuck? No, hey, that's Alright.
Kai
He-
Can we
she's
get
like,
another
no,
cup,
no,
please?
It's okay.
he's not from around here.
He's a little special.
He's foreign.
and he immediately goes, oh, okay, sir, that is my cup.
Okay, he's a little foreign, but he's not retarded.
Kulon's just gonna down the
Oh,
whole thing.
I
and-
didn't know
Oh
if he knew.
no!
I didn't know if he knew common or not. I want you to make a Constitution check for me.
Oh. Save or a check?
Check.
Constitution, you now have herpes.
Yeah, no, you down it, and it's a little bit stronger than the Feywild stuff. Like a little bit more alcohol, a little bit less apple
Oh, Kai's diving in.
Is there a
You may
pitcher on
have
the
the
table?
cookies,
than
but
you're used to.
Tay,
Yeah.
Kulon's going to make himself vomit.
Just off to the
You
side.
you chug it, and then you start feeling like your head gets a little bit dizzy.
He gets the most alcohol stuff and it decides no. He feels betrayed.
Kai's gonna rub its back a little from a distance.
All right,
You know
yeah,
how, like, with the
just-
broom?
On the floor, and immediately like there's 2 waitresses that are just like fucking running over there. One with one holding a bucket with water in it and carrying a mop, and the other is just like holding towels. They're kind of grabbing from different tables.
Alright, well, this went to shit within a few fucking minutes.
Please, if you guys don't, we'll clean this right up. Sir, are you feeling okay? There's a restroom. Like just kind of pointing you away from the area.
No, he's fine. It's just us sometimes.
He's I've done this before in front of Kai. I'm not surprised. Like anytime Kulon eats something he doesn't like, he just throws it up in front of Kai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh shit. Yeah, no, he just kind of spits on the floor again though, and he's just like, yeah, cool.
Kai kept getting snatched.
That's all you
Ah.
had to say? No? Okay, well you don't have to write that out, I guess.
I want to
Um,
drink the pitcher of cider on the table.
And Kai, if you want to make me a perception check real quick.
Oh, shit. Shit.
Oh, sis, your eyes.
No, you're not in the state of mind to make to make checks. Your friend's puking, like it's just weird.
But do I hear that?
I mean, you hear it in your head, yeah.
Whenever. Okay, yeah, no, continue. Whenever Kai's. Not Kai. I'm scrambled. Whenever Kulon is okay, just tell me when and I'll understand.
Oh, he's
Like,
fine. He's
yeah.
he just like one last spit, and then he's just like totally fine again.
Well, if everyone's distracted, Kai's gonna go and slip outside.
Okay. So you step outside and like there's there's a few people sitting on some table. Like there's like 3 or 4 big actual like inhabitable tables. The others are just like single person, or like you could set 2 coffee cups on them. But you know that there is a, not a balcony, but just like a patio in the back that overlooks the orchard that's across this small little um strip of just wild vegetation. It looks like there's a wooden bridge going over to the orchard, and you walk outside, and there's like 3 or 4 people on one side, four people on the other, and there's a smallish, well, not a smallish table, a smaller than the other 2 tables in the middle, and there is one person in a hood sitting at it with a person in like kind of beaten clothes, and
Make another perception check now that I'm outside and a little bit clear-headed, or
yeah, sure, go ahead, make a perception check.
please.
Yeah. You kind of look around and you find exactly what I just described.
Great. Okay.
And this hooded figure just gestures to the seat. Doesn't say anything.
Kai walks slowly and very hesitantly to the seat, and I'm nervous. I'm so scared, Tay. Please don't hurt Kai.
Kill her.
No.
Okay, sitting down. She's
And
gonna whisper, then I'm talking.
you see like these two figures sitting at the table with you, kind of look at each other, and then look back at you, and look you up and down, and one of them just kind of walks over, and like the one with kind of beaten clothing walks over to you and just kind of, I thought there were 2 of you.
I'm sorry? 2 of who? I don't have a twin.
We approached 2 about the acquisition of your shield.
Yeah, that.
But
One of them died. It was a bit of a flop of a job. And Kai's
That's
fine, you just hear
unfortunate.
shit.
She's doing great.
I'm panicking.
and as he walks closer to you, he That's- When you say it didn't go so smoothly, what happened?
I think apparently someone snitched on the job. There are already guards waiting for us. We got the main man asleep, but there were some casualties.
How you pitched yourself? Both of you were experts, and no guards could stop you. What really happened?
Someone else intervened, apparently. There were more than guards. Some random group showed up. I don't know what happened. They woke up the main legate, as you would call him, and then it all went to hell after that. Oh no!
Kai snitches on the gang.
But I did good, right? I did good.
Thanks, Kai.
I do good.
This is what happens when you don't tell people your plants.
I was supposed to be decepting people.
What were the initial terms of our arrangement?
Yikes.
Give me a moment to cool. I'm actually getting really hot. I have to change my shirt.
And
Panic.
as Kai in game is fucking panicking, like looking back and forth, he walks over to you and grabs your left arm and holds it up and leans into your ear and says, "You can tell him we're not coming back." And he shifts into a werewolf. And that's where we'll pick up next week.
On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.